Wow, we got some banana defenders.
We do.
I love this.
Fans of the banana.
Are you recording? Are we live?
We are. So I was looking at
the intro.
Our episodes are all over the fucking place.
No.
So I'm going to ask a stupid question that the answer is going to be 312. Okay. So how long do you think a banana fruitcake will last on the shelf? How many days?
312.
Yes, just like episode 312 of the Cultra Trail Running Podcast.
From the belly of the Beast Coast, Glastonbury, Connecticut, this is the Cultra Trail Running Podcast. We talk about all the fun shit that happens on the trails that most normal people don't care about. The language we use is fucking explicit and raw like the trails we run on. So don't listen with your kids! Cultra is brought to you by our patrons and supporters, and we are 112% listener supported, and support is good.
Art,
that's right.
What is
Art,
that?
that is creepy as fuck.
It's like an American Girl doll.
You guys,
No.
you don't like my my side hustle here?
Is her name Annabelle?
I don't.
Did
I
her
don't know.
eyes? Did you get rid of her eyes?
Well, she didn't need. I don't need her eyes.
She doesn't need
Are
us.
there seriously no
Sorry.
eyes in there?
There are no eyes in there. Yeah, she's like one of these
Oh god.
roll up dolls. I think she didn't make the Halloween trip out to the mesh.
Thank
She didn't
God.
want to go.
She probably wasn't. She probably got in
Or-
to your car at the mesh, and that's
Yeah.
why that's what happened.
That
I
honestly
think-
looks like a generic brand American Girl doll.
It's porcelain though.
Parents
This is
couldn't afford the brand, so
No,
they got her
this-
at Aldi.
yeah.
this is the real shit right there though. That's porcelain, high quality porcelain there. So, Jimmy, look at that geometrically
getting
correct
violent
pizza
with a
there.
pizza.
Yeah, you could like build a house with that.
You could.
Can you hear me crunching?
I
No.
could not know.
Okay.
Wow.
Jimmy got these banging donuts this weekend at his race.
Oh,
Oh, Jimmy had a race.
Yes.
he did.
We might have committed crimes. It was
Yes.
a great weekend.
Minor felonies were committed.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So, Jimmy, first of all, so it was the Brooksville Trails turkey trot race.
Yeah. I moved it the week before Thanksgiving because I wanted to do I'd like to do more community service. I kind of said that earlier in the year. I wanted to kind of challenge myself to do that. So,
Mhm.
yeah, so I figured would do a big food drive, and I brought like 100 pounds of food over to the Hamden Food Bank on Monday. So that was really awesome. And this year was like lighter on registration. I only had 39 signups, and like last couple of years were like, I want to say like 72 and 65 last year. So that's cool. I guess like I got a text that night from a friend and was like, "Hey, I saw you close registration. I was still looking to sign up." And I'm like, "Yeah, the race was today, dude." Like,
I mean, you
Yeah,
can
go ahead.
sign up.
I'll let you
But-
register.
he was like, he was very, and I was like, "Yeah, dude." But like because I had the last 2 years, it was on the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and yeah, no, I just wanted to do it before, and turned out that it had coincided with my birthday, so that was kind of fun. And
Oh my goodness.
Aw.
Happy birthday.
So
I forgot our
old.
birthdays are close together. How old are you?
I'm 48.
That's
Oh,
old. I will
okay.
punch you
Got a
in the
couple
junk.
on me.
Yeah.
Art looks mad.
No, for like 48 would be, I remember that, right? I was only running for 10 years at that point. So
So young.
I know, like, but here's the thing, 48 sounds like, when you're saying 48, it's starting to sound like 50, right?
Yeah,
little bit.
No.
Yeah.
Look at all this gray. Look at all this gray in my beard. I'm like, I've
Yeah,
been
oh,
keeping it
yeah.
shaved for
So
like
wise.
I got the gray too.
Yeah, yours look
Mhm.
good though. You've also
I
got
wish my whole head was gray. I would totally go 100%.
Like
we
a
have red and
silver
purple
fox.
right now.
Yeah, it's red and
Red,
purple.
red and purple.
Mhm.
Let the listener see that Celeste has two-tone hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Harley, what's
Harley Quinn.
Harlequin.
There you
right?
go.
It
There
was
you go.
Harley Quinn. I had red and black for a long time, like Harley Quinn,
Mhm.
and now I'm red and
Who's
purple.
Harley Quinn?
Oh my God!
It's okay. It's okay, Becky.
Becky.
It's not a
Isn't it like the
social
Joker's
faux
lady?
pas there.
Yeah, it's the Joker's girlfriend. She's
Yeah.
a psycho. She's like a
Um,
anti-hero. That's
it's
this
like-
tattoo right here. This one. That's Harley Quinn.
Oh,
The
okay.
movie came out like a little while ago. That's the only reason. I'll admit that's the only reason I know.
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
It's like Marvel. Is that the Marvel world? Is that the right one or no?
No, that's
Close.
DC.
DC,
Harley
one of
Quinn
them.
is DC
Okay.
with the Batman and Joker and
Yeah,
no?
Art.
Okay.
Oh,
Come on. Hello.
sorry, Beck. Yeah, so that's cool.
I really thought that you were going to be like, oh my God, how did you not know who that was? They just broke the 1,500-meter world record or something.
Yeah.
Oh, she's kind of psychotic. Like she's crazy. I like her a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Yep.
They could run and they do something else? So, yeah.
Boy, so listen, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I thought that what we would do, I got like a whole bunch of stuff, and you guys can start. I still want to talk about Jimmy's race first, but there's a, for people who are tuning in, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. I think like JFK 50 we'll talk about. We'll talk a little bit more about Hamster Wheel, Thanksgiving coming up. We got some, got to talk about Billy Burke. And then I want to talk about England a little bit. I just went to a trip there. I want to talk about that a little bit. And then
Fall Fling was this weekend too.
and Fall Fling. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I
So
don't think I realized that.
and also because we're now we're solidly into our 6th year now.
That's
We've been doing
crazy.
this for 6 years. So I'd like to, if you guys have the time, I'd like to read the Patreons and maybe go through them a little bit faster than we usually do. But I want to include the people who are no longer Patreons, like our supporters. We have some people that have either moved away or, for whatever reason, fucking hate us now. I mean, just, for whatever reason.
Turned over a new leaf, making good life choices.
Yeah, we broke them. And so I want to kind of do that because there's a lot of we don't hate people that leave us, but we can reminisce about friend old flings or whatever you call it. I don't know. So
I like it.
yeah. So Jimmy, let's talk. So yeah, it was a great time at your race, I gotta say. Such a great vibe there. But tell us, like, how did it start? Like when I pulled up there, what was going on?
Oh God. Yes. This was okay. So this was like, so Celeste was like, what time should I get there? And I was like, what did I say? Like, I'm gonna get there like at 7-ish.
Yep.
I'm always really vague with people. I'm like Jamie Miller was like, what time should I be there? I was like, I don't know, 7:15, 7:30-ish, whatever. Like, because it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like luckily this year, like kind of everyone came at once, it felt like.
Mhm.
And it was right after. So the gate was locked. And the first year, the park supervisor gave me the key on Friday, or yeah, I think Friday, or and then I brought it back to him on Monday, whatever. And no, I actually put it in his mailbox Sunday after the race. And then last year they had the interim guy, and he met me there and opened. He actually was there before me, whatever. And it was open when I got there. And this year the dude was like, "Oh yeah, I'll have somebody open it at like 6:30," and that was the last communication I had with him on Friday. And that didn't happen. So I got there at 7. And I have my kid. My kid's my co-race director. I paid my kid. You know how much I paid him? I made him count how much money he had saved, and I said I'll match that. So I owe him like $53.11 for his work. And dude, my man only did like 20 minutes of work, so I'm like kind of bummed because I'm like, after we set up, he like bounced. He's like, I'm gonna like look at screens in the car. I'm like, you suck, dude. Come on out here. But yeah, whatever. Kids are great. So so we couldn't get in, and so Jamie got there. Me and Celeste are just sitting there at the gate, like just parked, like you can kind of get your car in off the road, whatever. And we're just sitting there like up against the gate. We're like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. Like, and I contemplated like backing into it and just breaking it. And then I was like, no, it's gonna like put some little dents in my car. I'm like, I even had a blanket, but I'm like, nah, it's still gonna, I'm like, it's gonna be pressure dense. And so long story short, was it David across the street?
Bolt cutters, yeah.
David Radcliffe is one of my favorite humans ever. He found out about the first year I did this. He found out about the day of and was like, I live across the street. Can I just like pay you cash right now? And I was like, well, we'll figure something out. I'm like, you can Venmo me or whatever. But I was like, do you have an Ultra sign up account or anything like that? He's like, no. I was like, well, whatever. I'll put your name in and you can make one. And then I guess he claimed the result. but he lived across, and he's been running those trails for years. And he was like, I just like literally just found out about this morning, like when I saw you guys setting up. And he ran it last year again. Then he ran the 12-hour, my Brooksville 12-hour. He threw down like almost 50 miles. I'm pretty sure. I think he did like 46 miles.
Damn,
48 miles maybe. Yeah, he's a good runner. And so he had bolt cutters, and he brought those over. And Celeste, I mean, he's a minor, so I mean, I guess I'm giving up a minor here, but Jamie Miller's son, Jonas, and Celeste freaking popped it, and we did it. And I texted the park ranger. I've been texting him the whole time. Right when he got
wait like over an hour.
I know, literally, we did.
cut
That's
that
the thing.
shit.
This was like 8 o'clock at this point, and people were starting to park in the other lot, and I was like, shit. And people were going like driving by, and I'm like, I'm just doing that to them, like, you know, the fucking emoji with the dude. I don't know, like. So that other lot's starting to fill up, and yeah, it's starting to get dire. And we did wait like an hour. It's 8 o'clock, and then the park ranger finally texted me back. I was like, hey, I'm on my way, and I was like, hey, we took care of it. I was like, I owe you a lock. He's like, I'm so glad you did that. Like, I was like, yeah. He's like, I feel so bad about like not being there. He's like, I was supposed to have somebody there at 6:30. I'm like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, this shit happens.
Yeah. So
no,
that's
like, I know it's like, I think the kid, I met the kid closing up the gate like a couple weeks ago. I was there, and it's like a young kid who comes and like locks the gate. He's like an 18-year-old dude. Who, like,
Yeah.
you know, they give
But
him a
it's
pickup truck
crazy
and-
when
yeah.
when you're a race director, like you just, I've had it where all of a sudden you show up and like the fire department's there and they're like, oh, sorry, we're closing the trail here, or they're cutting trees in the middle of the course.
Or it goes by a quarry
Unexpectedly.
that they're dynamiting actively, like on
Yes,
the day
that
of your
happened.
race, on the day of your race.
Yeah, during the Cut 112, which I have absolutely nothing to do with, whatever that is.
That's yeah.
So speaking of legal battles, welcome Phred Marolo.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Brad.
How you
I'm
doing,
here.
Fred?
Barrister Marolo.
I'm a
That's
little
right.
late, but
Allegedly.
yeah,
But you're here.
I was doing important legal work.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fighting the man.
That's a lie.
Protecting the standing up for the little people in the world.
Yes, that's it.
Fred's
Right.
the new border czar.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. So we had election results, right? Are we going to talk about that or
Oh,
no?
God.
The week after, I actually unsubscribed from every newsletter that I have. Like, I'm not with the Times anymore. I am tired of like the fear mongering and whatever, and I just unsubscribed to everything. And so now I just read the Greeley Tribune, and it's lovely.
Nice.
I just
Nice.
don't want to listen to this
Gonna
anymore.
make the best of it and fight the battles that come your way.
Yeah, and don't pre-fight a battle that might not come.
Yeah,
That's
right
kind of
on.
what I'm thinking. I'm like, we
That's
don't know. So
Absolutely. That's right. Yep. Good.
but anyway, speaking of battle that might not come. So I emailed you, Phred, and our Lake Warrendog is now Aravaipa. Did you guys know this?
No, it's not.
It's not.
No,
It's not. No, they're sponsored by a shoe company. And
Okay.
it's weird though, because Aravaipa sent out an email saying, we're pleased to be, I don't know, we're pleased to be sponsored by, what's it called?
Mount to Coast.
Mount to Coast, which is a shoe company. I didn't even realize that was a shoe company. That's just me, but, and there are 3 of their races, but he threw up the announcement from Mount to Coast had 4 races on it, and one of them was Lake Warremug. So you read that and you have to, it's kind of weird because it does sound like that was Aravaipa's race. So I sent a note over to Bill Odendahl, the race director, and he said, no, they're just sponsoring us. So they have a shoe spot. They're just part of
I
that
see.
shoe
Okay.
sponsorship. It's an overall, sponsorship of the
but
100Ks.
one thing, like that was from the Aravaipa newsletter, and so now that race is going to like all of their people, which is pretty
Yes.
cool. So it
Oh,
might
it
get
is.
more people there. So I think it's cool.
Mm.
It's a fun race.
Yeah, it's not, any publicity is, it's good. It's almost like I kind of felt like they were claiming it a little bit, but then I'm like, well, that's kind of okay even, Not that they're really claiming it, but it's they certainly, you're right, they got the word out to more people. So
They can't have that race. They can't claim it.
no,
It's
they,
our race.
yeah,
Connecticut's oldest ultra. Come on.
yeah, it is.
But it sold out last year, so we don't need the publicity.
Oh,
True.
that's right. Maybe I think Bill is working on buying Aravaipa right now.
Right, very well could be.
So
We're
don't
taking over.
underestimate the Odin doll. He could do that. He's tolerable, he'll make them a tolerable offer.
We'll have
and,
the tolerable race series. Yeah.
that's right. the pink leg panties
Pink cap panties,
series.
tolerable
Pink
race
cap
series.
panties, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
would,
that
I would
could work.
call, I want to see this happen. This is like a dumbass thing. This would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pitch this to Billy as a dumbass like series. Like,
Well, yeah, but it is weird. Now they're kind of thrown in because it's so weird that there's 4 races in this series and 3 out of 4 are Aravaipa. So that Aravaipa's like, so you want to
On the
sell?
prowl.
You're gonna sell? Come on, Billy. Come on, Billy, sell. I'm
So-
gonna.
but if Billy
Not that
doesn't,
Billy owns
if
it.
Billy doesn't sell, then what happens? Then Jamil puts a race on the weekend before.
No,
on the same
I don't
course,
think Jamil would do that.
and makes it that much more awesome, right? Isn't that what he
Oh,
does though?
and then we'll boycott all his races and we'll try to cancel him on social media. No, I'm just kidding.
Can't
There you
cancel
go.
Jamil. Jamil's
I know. He's one of the, he's
He's a
in
good guy.
this, yeah, in this pool, he's a he's definitely one of the friendly sharks in the water. So and that's not
Speaking
even.
of flat fast races, did anybody watch JFK?
I watched it a little bit.
I didn't watch it at all. I just looked at the results.
Wait,
Yes,
was it
that's
it
what
was
I meant.
televised?
I don't. Apparently, I don't know.
Whoa.
Only because
It was.
Google,
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, it
when
was.
you, just open up Google. Sometimes there's just different things things you might be interested in. And one
Yes.
probably because I watched a lot of the Javelina live stream. It's like you might want to rewatch this JFK. I'm like, no, I wouldn't. That's the most boring course I've ever seen. But then I looked at the results and that seemed like it was probably a pretty fun race to on the women's side,
Yeah.
'cause it had Rachel Drake and Mary, which is just they're incredibly fast. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like when I turned it on, there was they were streaming the finish line, which is basically boring as shit because
Yeah.
I mean not it could be exciting, but it's like, it's like, okay, somebody comes in out of focus and then all of a sudden it's like they come running up to the camera and they cross the line, which was, it's great though to see some coverage of that, right?
But also on that canal path, it'd be really easy to follow someone on a bike the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know if they did that. They may have done that, but I just was watching the finish line, the finish line cam, which there was commentary on it, which was good.
Ellie, you've done that race several times.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
run
what did
very,
you-
very fast times there, like 6 hours?
No, not 6 hours. I run, I think 6:45.
Oh, good.
So
Yeah.
it was good enough for third one year.
Mhm.
And then the other time I ran it, I was injured and I think I ran 8 hours or something.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, theoretically, I've done it twice. And so I'm always like, yes, I can't wait till you get to that canal because then you can just motor, but it's 26 fucking miles on a canal path. There is nothing. It's worse. I think it's worse than a treadmill.
That sounds awful. I hate rail trails.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
But
It's-
now,
it's
so
okay.
when you did it, did you change shoes to run the road section?
No, this was
Oh,
the last time I did it was 2019 and it was just on the cusp of but the guy that won did. It was
Yeah.
just on the cusp of people running ultras faster with road shoes.
yes. Yeah.
And
Super shoes.
so
And,
no, I just wore my regular trail shoes.
yes.
Time.
So we have a couple of our people that ran that, and I probably will miss a few, but I know to start with Jordan Grande, she was 12th place.
wow.
She ran a
great.
7:15.
That's great.
So
Damn.
yeah, so she said that she didn't have, she had some kind of an issue prior to this, so she didn't quite run the race that she felt she was capable of, but she was still happy with how it turned out. You know, she was kind of backing off. I think maybe it was a hamstring or something. So, but still, you know, that's still not a bad.
15 is amazing.
Yeah. No, that's very good.
What is that, like 8:30 pace?
I think so. Yeah. I thought it was 8:35 maybe.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And then also
I'm so smart.
Rob, yeah, look at you. You're a walking calculator.
Hey,
Jimmy.
You do teach college classes, Ellie Pell.
That's true. I do.
Jimmy, what's 312 in hexadecimal?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I agree.
So also Rob, the Bear Ass Breckenridge, he ran.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I think he ran in, I may be wrong, and I hope I don't like butcher his time, but I thought he did it in 12 hours.
Remember.
Maybe it was 12 minutes. I don't know. No, I think it was like 12 hours. And then also his partner in crime, Keith.
Yeah.
Ran it as well. Keith was faster, I think. So, but I know that those guys ran it. So congratulations to them. So, so it was, you know, that's, I guess that starts out on the AT, right?
Yeah. So both Rachel and Mary went under the previous course record, and then also David Sinclair did as well, who won the men's race.
Yeah. Yep. Very good. Very good. So it was, and that you said that was course records, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's, I heard that, so the weather was pretty good for it, I suppose.
I think we all agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
There you go.
Can I speak for you guys? I'm sorry.
I
None
cannot
of the
say a
above.
word against that. I
All
cannot
right.
prove that. I can't prove it false.
And it's going to rain
so
on
I guess-
Thanksgiving.
Oh, I thought we were
But
getting snow.
great.
We're going to get rain and I think some rain and snow and mostly I
We're
heard it
getting
was going
some
to be like
tonight
40
over
and shit.
tomorrow, and it always happens on days when I have to work out the next morning. And
Shit, I'm gonna be in
Wow.
Philly. Let me check the weather for Philly now. I haven't even checked the weather at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rain,
Thanksgiving's
Jimmy.
going to be
But
a
we
shit
need
show.
the-
It's gonna be
We
just shit.
need-
Oh yeah, Thursday's just gonna be a day of shit.
Celeste, don't
Yeah.
say that. You sound like
Rain
a
and wind.
dad.
No. So
we need the rain.
yeah, but we've
We
been
do.
having a lot of forest fires over here.
Listen,
So-
don't tell me about forest fires.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
wait.
behind my house. The mountain behind my house is on fire. I think they finally got it out, but it's been like a month where it just destroyed a
Yeah.
huge section of the New England Trail. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about that for a minute.
That was Celeste running in those woods.
Yes.
So I went out.
She's so
to-
hot she lit that shit on fire.
I was like, no. I went out actually to Chauncey yesterday, which is the mountain next to Lamentation, which is where the fire was.
Mhm.
But I couldn't see anything from this side of the mountain.
Mhm.
And it's still blocked off. It still says, no hiking and all that. So
That's Celeste. No, that's just
I'm running though. I'm
No.
not hiking.
right? Yeah, but I also I don't know if there's any of the emergency workers still out there.
Mm.
And I know that while they were fighting the fire, every time someone would go out and like either with a drone or they'd go out on the mountain when they weren't supposed to, all the emergency, like the helicopters would have to land and the firefighters would have to stop and it would take like an hour for everything to get back up and
Yeah.
it caused a lot of issues.
You're right. That's right.
And,
So-
and one of the firefighters actually unfortunately died fighting it. So
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does
A
it
guy
still smell like gas over by your house, Celeste?
Not like it was, no.
No.
Not like it was. For a while, we couldn't even open our doors.
Yeah, it was
'cause
pretty
smelled-
bad.
It smelled really bad, yeah.
Mm.
And it would come and go, so it would be like clear, and then you'd get the smell again, and you'd see the smoke just moving along the mountain. Like one day it'd be in one section, and the next day it'd be a little further and further, and
Mm. Wow. So there is Connecticut so one other thing to mention is that this is right on the New England Trail,
mhm.
which is also the Cut 112 course. That section right after the liquor store. As you cross Berlin Turnpike, you go into the woods there, and it's up on that first mountain there. So Connecticut Forest and Parks and there's 4 other organizations, Cultra is one of them, as major sponsors to put together a fundraising effort to help raise money to repair the trails from the fire in that area, and also to assist with the flood damage that we experienced. We lost several major bridges kind of near the Oxford area and a different part of the state. So between those 2 natural disasters that we had, or I guess one might have been a man-made, the fire apparently was they think it might have been a campfire that got away, I think is what I heard. So we're putting on something in conjunction. So Cultra is putting that on in a partnership with CT Trail Mixers, the West Rock Ramblers, and Shinipsit Striders. So the 4 of us are kind of all in there. So we're using a bunch of our Patreon money to help put that back into the trails there. So, if you're listening and you're a Patreon, know that, your support of the show is going directly into the trails here. So you guys are helping to rebuild trails that are certainly, important to the people in this area. And visitors. It's a national trail. So, I guess the other point is that on December 8th, there's going to be a 3-hour run at Camp Sloper, which is the same location that they put on Spring Fling and Fall Fling, this place where Becky Burke and I first locked horns. Right?
It's so romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's yes. So there's going to be a 3-hour run there, and you can register for that. It's a $20 and 100% of that $20 is going to go to to help fund this additionally. And you can also give more money, and I'll have a link in the show notes to that. Also, I've mentioned it on our Facebook page, but I've been traveling, so I haven't done a great job of that. And a lot of people have seen links through these other organizations that I mentioned, either the West Rock Ramblers or CT Trail Mixers or Shinipsit Striders. So, or Connecticut Forest and Parks actually sent out an email with information on that I think I got yesterday. So hope to see a lot of people going out to that. That would be a great way to hang out, have some fun, and help the trails, and, help support the trails, and support is good. So, so hopefully that's done. So I had a question. Does anybody know who Billy Burke is?
Not someone
Becky's
related to
alter
them.
ego.
Yes, it could actually be Becky.
It's
maybe.
when Becky and Bill Odendahl had a baby.
Oh, right. I
no.
forgot about that. I always forget about that.
You're the baby mama and you
Lake
forgot?
If
I
I
forget
had a
about.
kid, that would be, I'd be like, shit.
Damn.
Well, then, wait,
well,
then,
Bill-
it would be Billy Ellie.
Billy is
Billy
actually
Elliot.
it's
Billy Elliot.
IE, so it's a Billy female Billy.
Like, okay.
Oh,
So
So it's
think
definitely one of Becky's inner voices.
Isn't that
it's-
like
Could
a
be.
baby horse? No, it's a filly. Never mind.
Philly. It could be, yeah, Philly
Go.
Burke.
Go.
Okay, so Billy Burke was Glinda in The Wizard of Oz.
I saw Wicked over the weekend, you guys. Okay. So
Yeah,
good.
huh? Really?
So
Was the
good.
movie good? I saw the show, like Broadway, but
I never saw the show, but I remember when the musical came out and it was like
Yeah.
a huge deal, like Hamilton, big deal.
uh-huh.
And so I knew, and then we sang it in chorus. My best friend and I would sing the songs all the time.
Defying
Before we go to New
Gravity
York,
and-
like whatever. Yep. And then I saw it on Saturday, and it's a good, like, whole family, very good movie.
But it's
Not
only
a lot of
half of it, right?
I think it's the full Wicked play, but like, I mean,
I thought it ended at
books.
Defying Gravity, because that's the first act.
Oh, okay, then yeah, maybe it is part one. I
Okay,
was
so that's like
thinking-
the first act, and then, if you go to the
I have to admit something. So that story, like the whole Wizard of the Frank L. Baum stuff, all of those stories really speak to me. Like, so put it this way, like, okay, whenever I can't, like, you know how you have those nights when you're like, fuck, I got to take an edible. And not that I do that, but like some people, somebody,
Guilty.
yeah. Or like this is what I have to do to get to sleep. Like
And you
you're
sing
like
Wizard of Oz.
old reliable. I listen to The Wizard of Oz
Okay.
on
Do you
audio.
really?
That's what I listen to get
I'm
to
a
sleep.
Lord of the Rings battle
That's-
scene girl.
Oh, that's so good.
I like that too, but I don't have that available, but I do listen to The Wizard of Oz just because it's a familiar story and I know what's going to happen and I can just like let it happen and just, listen and then
battle,
not
Ellie?
listen and fill in the blank spaces. So,
Which battle?
Oh, Two
You're doing-
Towers.
Okay.
oh, okay. Helm's Deep
Yeah.
or
That like that could bring me to tears seeing the little kids being pulled back into the stuff
Yes.
and everything. And the elf like prince getting shot full of arrows and falling off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my like last
Don't know
weekend,
any of what you're talking
some
about.
of my friends and I watched Return of the King extended edition, and
Mm.
it's still so good. And this is before all that CGI shit. Like
Oh.
it's just so
So
great.
good. I
Yeah.
read that book the first time I read it in one day. That book
Yeah.
is
Really, it took me 3
perfection.
tries to get to finish Lord of the Rings, but
Okay, let me tell you something. Listen to the Audible with Andy Serkis reading
oh,
it.
okay.
When I say genius, like highly recommend.
All right, well, I've already read them, but
So
next
Yeah.
time.
here's my confession with Lord of the Rings and being a bad parent. So, in 2004, I told you guys that I tripped and fell and broke my shoulder.
Mhm.
And so I was like laid out for like 6 weeks. Like I had surgery, I had screws put in my shoulder. It was a major thing that I was like devastated, like I couldn't move. So I had Lord of the Rings on disc or whatever.
Mhm.
And I watched that with my kids. And in 2004, my kids were like 3 and 5 or, or 3,
It's a
4
family
and 6.
movie.
Sorry.
It's
4
a
and
great
6.
story.
Oh yeah. Why don't we eat his fingers? He doesn't need them.
Oh yeah.
Potatoes.
Yes.
Well,
Oh my
the
God.
first time I saw so I haven't met him in person yet, but for my birthday, my brother and his wife and their new baby FaceTime me. And so it was so cute. It was great. But then the baby like makes noise. I was like, oh, so he's speaking orc. And my brother's like, that's what I thought.
Very
I
I
have a
have
replica of the
never
One
watched
Ring.
that.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's a good one.
It
is a good
especially in
one.
the winter. Some people can watch them all in like a day. The Lord of the Rings extended edition was like
Yeah.
at the end, I was like, I forgot how long they draw out the ending.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, okay. time to go.
Huge difference between Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Oh, the
The
Hobbit
Hobbit-
movies were not good.
The Hobbit movies,
I haven't watched
only one of them
those.
was any
Don't.
good.
Hey, I
No,
did
no.
watch. I did watch all 3 Lord of the Ring movies in one day.
I
the-
have two.
I had the flu. and
Yeah.
so I was a captive audience, but I watched it with commercials. That's.
Oh.
Have you ever fucking raw dogged it like that? Like seriously.
That's
So
like
good.
desperate.
Like the
What-
commercials from that time or from this time? Like were they from like the early aughts?
This was like 2006.
love
'cause when
old
those
commercials.
movies were all done by what, like 2004 or
Something
Yeah.
like that. It was a long
Before
time ago.
It was like
2004.
I'm pretty sure it was on like TNT or like one of those.
yeah.
Oh, and
CBS
that's
or
the worst
TNT.
for commercials.
I
And you
literally-
couldn't,
I
like,
know.
fast
So it was
forward
like
it?
2.5 minutes. So each movie was probably 4 hours long. I think I was there for 12 hours.
Yeah.
And,
Like,
and
I
that
was like-
last scene of the Lord of the Return of the King probably took an hour with
Yeah.
But
Right.
Well, yeah. 'cause
Oh,
we
where
were
they come back
they
and
throw
say
the
goodbye
ring
to
into
everybody.
the thing, and I'm like, okay, guys, I got to drive back to Greeley, so it's like an hour. So how much longer is left? It was still an hour and 20 minutes. I was like, I'm gonna go now. I
then
know
they
what
get-
happens.
Yeah, then they get back to the
Spoiler!
Shire and then they get this and then he's getting married and oh my God.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. So
I've never watched any of these movies that you speak of.
Becky.
What?
I mean, I've watched The Wizard of Oz, but that's the extent. I've never even
Okay.
watched Star Wars, Star Trek.
So when
Star
people
Wars,
say to
Star
you,
Wars.
Jesus
when,
Christ,
when like you're
Becky.
at the beginning of a race and they say like,
But-
there may come a day
But here,
when the hearts of men will fail, but that day is
is
not,
not
today.
today.
You don't know when that
Or,
comes from?
and so
I
it,
feel
or-
like it's not that day because they drank
or-
their Gatorade and
You shall not
trained
pass.
properly.
or
Yeah, or
we
like
hit the
you
bottom
have
of the
a-
hill and I say, and so it begins.
but I bet Becky has seen every Nicholas Sparks movie, right?
Oh,
or Sleepless
God.
in Seattle.
Oh
No.
my God, I just was thinking of Sleepless in Seattle. I love that. I love
I've never
Meg
seen
Ryan
that.
and Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle. You've Got Mail.
Never saw
Another
that.
Yes.
favorite.
Yep.
Why I'm not.
How have you
Um,
never seen Star Wars?
I mean, I've seen like little pieces.
I'm not gonna
of it,
movie
but I don't
shame
even know
because,
what
like, I haven't
episode
watched
is
a movie
which.
in like
Just like accidentally, you've never even seen it.
I know all like these iconic movies. Like I've never.
I
seen
feel
them.
like if you go to Best Buy, most of the time you could probably watch the whole movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Just walking through.
You
What's The
can.
Godfather, Becky? You ever seen The Godfather?
I haven't seen that.
No?
I've
Like,
seen
Or
like
I
little
also-
Gun,
bitty
take the
pieces,
cannoli, that
and
kind of
that's it.
I also haven't seen
He's-
Fight Club.
Okay, I've never seen Fight Club, but Godfather, that book is good. The first
Mm.
Oh,
book.
the book's good. Yeah, there's a lot more
Yeah.
in the
Books
book
are
than there
very
is
good.
to the
It's
movie.
so
Yeah.
disturbing. Like I've only just seen like little bits of it, like here and there, and I'm like, ah,
Of The
And-
Godfather?
yes,
Oh, you
Oh,
got, I
that's
think
such a good
that's
movie.
worth a binge. That's
Yeah,
worth,
really.
next time you're
yeah,
sick.
but it's so it doesn't, and then a lot of like death and
No,
Yeah,
and-
but-
no, it's
Isn't
all
there
just,
like
but
a-
there's some death.
It's-
isn't there a
a
horse
tad-
head and a
no,
Then
no,
there's
no, no, Becky,
Godfather, so we come to you know.
Becky, it's just they're Italian. It's just cultural. It doesn't mean
Yeah,
anything.
there's cannoli.
It's
it's
just
business.
business.
Yeah,
It's not personal, Becky.
Yeah.
it's an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah.
They do say that, and You've Got Mail. He does quote The Godfather, and You've Got Mail. Tom
Yeah,
Hanks
take it
does.
to the mattresses. Oh, okay.
Okay, but
All
you
right.
have seen Wizard of Oz.
Yes,
Okay.
So are you a good witch or a bad witch? So
it totally depends. We all know that.
yes, we do. We do.
Bad witch?
New haircut. I didn't even see that before, Jimmy. You look
Yeah.
very nicely coiffed.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, see,
Did you just
Fred,
cut
you
it?
missed it.
Did you
We
get a
thought he-
lollipop with that haircut, Jimmy?
He's
looking
got
like
his
a
mouth
snack.
full.
Any comment, Jimmy? Jimmy
He's
Mack.
got
come
his
on.
mouth
Snack,
full.
you know?
What are you
Oh,
eating?
he's
I
unplugged.
think that was pizza, right?
I was,
Was that
I
more
was-
pizza?
I'm trying to finish my dinner here. What the fuck?
And you have a guitar behind you. Play us a little ditty.
No. So I just got a haircut today. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Hells yeah.
all right.
I'm going back to Philly.
Yeah.
It's my 30th high school
Oh,
reunion.
that's right.
Are you going
Yeah,
back to
gotta look sharp.
Cali?
I'm going back. I want to go back to Cali. I like Cali.
Going back to
I
Delco.
was just gonna say, oh my God, you graduated high school 30 years ago. And then I did the math and I'm like, idiot,
the
you
same age,
graduated
right,
from high
Becky?
school 31 years ago. Like,
yeah, but
Yeah,
you,
same. 31.
so,
you guys are class of 93?
Yep.
yep.
Y'all were stuck up bitches at my school.
Still am. Okay. Oh wait, I'm not stuck
I knew
up.
I
I'm
liked
just a
something
bitch.
about you too. I knew I liked something about you too.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was so
the
different.
rejection felt familiar. I was like, yeah.
I've seen this before.
Oh yeah.
Very good. So we got a lot to talk about still. So
Okay.
Thanksgiving. So that's what Jimmy's doing. So you're going to your high school reunion, Jimmy. What are you, Ellie, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm going to my friend Aaron and Nikki's house. Aaron and I managed Scratch together, so I'm very close with their family. So I'm gonna go. I don't know who else is going to theirs, but yeah. So it'll be I'll go to Boulder and see some friends and have some food made for me by professional chefs.
Nice.
That's good.
Yum.
That's
I'm
good.
contributing. I'm making homemade peanut butter cups.
Okay.
Ooh.
I thought you might
could
make
come to
some hobo.
Connecticut for
That's
me and bring
baller.
some of those.
That's baller, Ellie Pell.
I
Yeah.
thought you
It's a
I thought you
flex.
might make
That's
some
a flex.
hobo. You might make some hobo oatmeal.
Ew, no,
You
peanut butter
know,
cups.
I actually have an issue with oatmeal right now. I don't know what's going on. The last
What?
time I made it, I was like, actually, I don't want to eat this.
Oh
Damn.
my God.
And so I've had to switch to back to cornflakes, you guys.
So I gotta
Wow.
say this, that
You know?
Ellie
Yeah.
had a podcast called
It's all,
Heartstrings
it's all
and
the
Ham.
young students, Ellie. Like you need cornflakes.
No, it's really, oh God, no. It's
So
not.
Ellie used to have a podcast called Heartstrings and Hamstrings. And part of it was a food section. And
Oh
you would
yeah, where I
always
would just
talk
say all the
about,
random vegan shit that I threw in the microwave and then ate.
yes, like hobo, you had like,
Yeah,
it was all this
hobo chili.
hobo
It
chili.
was just like
and
a
different
can of
things.
beans and cheese like melted into it.
It was pretty good stuff. So
Oh, I used to do that with my kids. I would like make macaroni and then like put like a piece of American cheese over the top and melt it in the
Hot
microwave and
dogs.
call it mac and cheese for them. They loved it. They were like, "Oh, this is great, Dad, mac and cheese."
I had it. That's amazing. I had an uncle from West Virginia who used to make us Miracle Whip and crushed potato chip sandwiches on
Oh,
white
Oh
bread.
yeah,
God.
that's the bomb. That's
I
the
have
That's like
boyfriend in
redneck.
there.
That's
Ever.
redneck caviar is what
Yeah.
that is. That's
Wait,
redneck
what
Oh.
is
caviar.
it?
That
What's
is
it?
disgusting.
did he patent that shit? Fred, can we get in on this?
Miracle Whip.
That
Mir-
is.
Remember Miracle Whip was like fake fucking mayonnaise,
Yeah,
right?
like sweet,
yeah.
like sweet fake mayonnaise. Yeah.
I don't like
it was a
mayonnaise.
Oh, I
southern-
was
it
thinking
I thought
Cool
it was,
Whip.
it was always in southern things. Oh, Cool Whip.
I
That
was
would
thinking
be Cool Whip,
That
but
would've been
Miracle
awesome.
Whip mayonnaise is a no.
Cool Whip and
Yeah.
potato chips. That's like a aid station food.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Or Fluffernutter,
Okay, that I like.
Fluffernutter,
Peanut-
that's some good
peanut
stuff.
butter and honey,
Do you ever
peanut butter and
take
honey with raisins.
you ever take and make toast and put peanut butter and fluff on the toast when
Mm.
it's still warm?
Oh,
Yeah.
you no,
Mm.
Celeste,
That's
you
epic.
gotta make the fluffernutter and then grill it like grilled cheese.
That too,
Mm.
yes. Or in a sandwich maker.
Yeah, or French toast.
Yes. Oh God, I'm so
Okay,
hungry.
Ellie
If you
Pell for
if
the
you
win
like
make
right
it
graduate
there.
as a
school.
grilled
Yeah.
cheese, how does it not all melt out of the bread?
It
Well,
melts out a little bit.
It does a little bit like cheese, but
It
but you
fries.
kind of like strategically leave like a little bit of space for it to like.
And then when you bite into it and
Oh.
it's all like
Yeah.
warm and gooey and it's heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, that works. So, Celeste, what are you up to?
So this weekend I had all the idiots over for Friendsgiving and we
Mhm.
watched Deadpool and that was epic. And then my family's coming over and my husband's family are all coming over on Friday. And we're gonna do
Your
Nice.
Thanksgiving
husband's
Friday.
your husband's Asian, right?
Yeah, he's Chinese.
Do
Yeah.
do you guys does he do anything different? Like I don't know why, I just think you might, and I think that's cool.
Yes and no. It depends on the holiday and what so if my mother-in-law's cooking, you're gonna have some epic like food. Because the
Dumplings
woman
and like
oh God, the woman
like
can
I
cook.
really want to marry a Jew because they have the best food.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no, I love Chinese food, so yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
marry into a family with the holidays, you know?
Ellie Pell, when I do my next manifestation exercise, I'm putting you in there and that you marry a nice Jewish boy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, did anybody listen to the most recent 10 Drunk Miles podcast?
I
No.
did not.
Okay, those are you guys. Well, so they have like this reoccurring, like Jen is this like Jew that like comes on the show all the time.
Yes.
They like
Yes.
pick on her a lot and like they say some like very things. It's like good thing we got a resident Jew here because we could get canceled. And she was talking about like and she was like, we hope that we are very like basically like encouraging very strongly their sons to find a nice Jewish girl. So I feel like I have an uphill battle happening, but I have brown hair.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So yeah, and brown eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could work.
Yep. So
Oh,
I
mazel tov.
vote you
Wait,
get
wait,
it.
is that what a shiksa is? Like a
Shiksa,
goyim?
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
A Gentile goyim girl? Like
yeah,
that's
so
a Jewish
I'm a
boy?
shiksa.
I'm into that. That's fucking rad. Let's go. Let's go, Ellie
Yeah.
Pell. We're
Let's
gonna
go.
manifest. We're gonna manifest. Everyone, Culture Nation, let's get
All
this
right.
Pell.
Ellie's hungry. Send her a Jew.
Like any kind of good cook though, right?
Oh my god. I am
I
fucking
didn't
dead.
realize
you
what
know?
I just said.
Yeah, I mean,
I love this show. I love this show.
so they have to be able to cook, right?
Well, their mom probably does. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Okay.
Truth. Listen, my mother-in-law, they had a restaurant for 30 years. And
Oh,
Wow.
damn.
yeah, I married him for the food.
But is like what we eat as Chinese food not like a
No, that's not real
typical,
Chinese food.
yeah.
I
That's
am
Americanized.
really wanting
Yeah.
like fake lo mein.
Chinese
Like the
American.
kind of lo mein that's it's not real, but it's so good. I really
Oh,
want
it's so
that.
good. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
I
might
could-
make that for dinner.
could-
Well,
Is-
actually, so I have dinner
there's-
plans in like 50 minutes, and I'm gonna be like, let's get lo mein.
General show is cultural appropriation.
Yeah, that's not.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah.
Isn't fish isn't fish a like a big staple of
Yeah, they like
Chinese
fish.
cuisine?
Yeah, a lot of China is very poor, so it's a lot of vegetables and rice, and the meat is harder to come by. So a lot of tofu. Like, ooh, I hate tofu, but
Oh,
yeah,
cook it
like-
the right way. I like
What?
it. You have to
I
cook
got
it
I
a
got
certain
two
way,
I got
and
2
then I
pounds in
love
the
it.
fridge, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
make
me
it.
too. I
make
was like, I just want
I
to
make
comment.
sauces out
Yeah,
of it and
slow
shit. I use
down
it-
now.
no,
I make sauces
tofu
out
is
of it and shit. Yo, you can
disgusting.
do
Let's pump the
tofu is
brakes
not
here.
disgusting.
Tofu
No.
is disgusting.
It's all
No,
about the
no,
texture.
it's not.
Have to cook
Tofu
it
holds
correctly.
flavors of other things really fucking good. You can do
That's
interesting
right.
shit with tofu.
Yeah,
It's a good
what
citizen
she
for your
said.
plate.
it's very
Oh God, it's
versatile.
gross. Ugh.
I love it. Just want you to know.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like
Well,
Is-
I'm
little,
like a
air fried
3-year-old.
tofu nuggets.
Mm.
Wait,
No.
is tofu the same thing as bean curd?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tofu
But it
is
is.
But the
curd.
bean curd it's more dry, right? Like it's got more of a like less of that mushy texture and more of the like a substance
What do you mean, like
type texture.
tempeh? Like that
I
tempeh's
love
got, like, the
tempeh.
whole
I
bean-
like that.
Yeah.
But
Quinoa.
bean curd, like if I won't eat like just regular tofu, but when I get Chinese food and I get like bean curd, then I'll
But that's what it
Why
is. I
would
think
you
that's,
eat
that's just
regular
their that's
tofu?
just their
Would you
word
eat
for
like
it.
a
That's
thing of
their
raw
term for it.
chicken? Like regular tofu, you shouldn't eat that. Like that, like would you eat just like, oh, there's a piece of raw chicken, I'm just gonna
oh
eat
no,
it.
but like
Like it's the same thing, you have to cook
like
it.
it just the texture of it is it's too soft and
It's
mushy.
It depends on
Gushy.
how it's made.
Gushy?
Yeah, it's got to be
Byron,
like
you keep trying to use this word, and it's like I do not think you know what that word means.
Gushy.
You
I know what
keep using
gushy
that word.
means.
I do not think it means what I think it
Globular.
means.
It is
It's
well,
an-
no,
yeah.
because you
My
gotta
name
you gotta
is Inigo Montoya.
You killed my father,
Prepare to die.
as you wish.
I watched that movie.
All right.
Yes,
there
That's
you
one
go.
of the best movies ever
That's why,
made.
because
Becky.
It is.
you're Gen X, like you. That's like one of our movies. Fucking A.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that movie.
My
And
kids
I
saw
have
it,
to
he
because
hated
it's
it, and I was like, "You're
Princess
dead to
Buttercup.
me, you little bastard."
Same. Or the Labyrinth. They hate that too, and I'm like, I can't.
Oh, Labyrinth is dope.
I don't know what is that.
You. You've
Don't
never
know,
seen
Beck.
Labyrinth
No.
No,
with David Bowie? You
No.
remind me of the Babe. Oh my god.
no.
Oh,
Becky-
Beck, honey,
Becky's
let's
gonna
have,
have
let's
it.
have
The
a
Babe,
movie
like the
night.
pig? Like the pig?
The
Oh.
pig.
From Charlotte's Web.
No,
Oh,
no,
right.
no, no.
No,
No,
from
no, no,
Babe.
No, different Babe.
How about Charlotte's Web? Big fans or no?
No,
Okay, all right.
Fine.
it's sad. I don't like
It is
sad
sad,
things.
yeah.
I like the book.
I read the book. I liked it.
I thought it was called
I don't know.
Carlotta's Web because I never heard anybody say Charlotte. Because I didn't have any friends, so I was reading it, and in my mind, I thought it said Carlotta.
That's like a lot of the books I read, where you're first reading them and you're like, the names are because it's all like
Yeah.
fantasy shit, and you're like, what is this name? But if you listen to them, you can figure out how it's pronounced. But
What kind of names do the characters have in your fairy smut books?
let's my
Conan?
favorite.
Eldris the
What?
Dong Champion.
Okay, wingspan matters. Oh, Ellie, I got a new tattoo. I got a
Oh my god.
dying.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
Okay.
We're going off the rails.
All right. All right. All
Are
right.
you dinging the bell?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
I am.
Oh, I
Ding
can't hear
dong.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm dinging the bell.
Oh, Byron, get
So-
control of the circus.
Let's talk a little. We never really had a chance to talk about Hamster Wheel here, did we?
Yes, we had a whole show about hamster wheels.
No, but not with the whole group. You know who we should have interviewed for Hamster Wheel?
Who?
there was a really good guest we could have had. The guy who won the 60-year-old and older age group at Hamster Wheel.
Art Byram?
Was that Art Byram?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
I saw that coming.
Okay,
You just gotta
sorry.
wait till it's played out.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
Would you
Okay,
like me
enough of
to,
that.
would you like us to interview you?
No, I think we've all heard enough.
What did the competition look like there, Byron? Who were you racing against exactly?
Oh no, I was racing some badasses there. No, there was
Is this on Ultra Sign Up?
yeah. Pull it up there.
Let's go to the
Oh.
tape.
It
Let's
was
roll
There
it.
was this guy, he had this tilt
Let's
going
roll the
on.
tape.
And
Yeah,
It's
no,
funny.
there were some there was some, like Tim Hardy was there.
he
You
was
know,
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was it the 12-hour guy that was just like vroom, vroom, vroom?
Yeah,
vroom,
there were a lot of
vroom, and I'm just like, okay.
You guys met my my buddy Lampman, Jim Lampman.
Yep,
Yep.
we did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
He's got about, I think he's got about 90 100-miler finishes now.
Holy cow.
Wow.
I think that we made quite the scene during that race because we were just falling down laughing for like half of it. Like we were trying to count instead of dogs because there weren't that many. We were counting how many times we could get Danielle to pee her pants laughing, and it was over 20. So
It was a wet trail. So
it was wet. It was.
let's just say that much.
I'm
Although
looking at the results. I'm sure you guys talked about this, but good job, Michael O'Pressy Loop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pressy
28
won again.
miles. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, we told him he's on a streak. Megan Thompson and I told him this weekend. He's on a streak for winning. Every hamster wheel he's run, he's won. So we told him if he ends that streak, he actually has to streak.
Oh, now that I could never see.
I know, but it's motivation, right?
Yes.
I don't see Michael O'Pressy.
I could never see.
He's like, maybe in the
You mean
dark.
you could never unsee?
No, I don't mean that. I just like he's just
Is it cold?
Nice
Is that what you're
person,
saying?
right?
What do you mean?
no.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Because he's a
I didn't mean
sweetheart.
it that way.
you meant it in a nice, kind, gentle, polite way.
Yes.
He's not
Yes.
that kind of guy.
I
Yeah.
understand, but I know
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
what you meant. Yes,
Be like, listen,
that's
here's
true.
my streaking. I'm gonna run without socks, but with my shoes on and fully clothed.
That's right.
That's what I would imagine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, Art, you did very well. I'm looking at the results. Congratulations.
It was
Did.
the
And he had
first
fun.
half was great. The second half, I got through it, and again, thank you. I was powered by Pop-Tarts. Not that I had any Pop-Tarts, but I have to say this, just like my quick takeaway, is that it was the first time that I ever used any of these this new nutrition. So I used like these, I was taking in over 90 grams of carbs an hour.
Like our
Yes.
show.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were the oh gosh, now I'm like losing my mind here. It was like a precision, it was like they were these big goos that were like a different texture than the normal goos. It wasn't like taking like a Hammer Nutrition stuff where it's just like
Mhm.
sticky sugar. These
Mhm.
things you just like you squeeze it and it just like you like swallow this like that and
Oh, yeah,
no
I think those are
taste,
called Jello shots or
something like that.
Those could be
Yes.
called lots of
Yeah, Ellie, help me out here.
massive
What are those
things.
called? You know what I'm talking about, right? They're like they're the
Dirtiness.
bigger
hydrated.
gels, but they're not really gel.
Oh,
Yeah,
the,
it's
the
a-
Ultra Sac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ultra Sac.
That's what it's
Oh my
called.
God. That's great.
Is that
I want
like
to hear about
teabagging or
Byron.
something?
I want to hear about Byron putting sacks in his mouth. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well,
Go
Yes,
with the
so
Ultra
Squeezed
What
Sac.
flavor
it,
did you have?
It was
Was
a
it-
sack and you swallowed. That's
Ice-
all I
I
ever
know, I
Yeah,
know.
what was the flavor? Iced tea bag?
Yeah. It was they were
Squeezed the
Here I am
sack
still
and
trying to be serious.
swallowed.
but no,
That's gross.
from our episode with Alex.
fade
That
of
was
the second
really
half.
good,
I
Jimmy.
know.
The more I think about it, the funnier it is.
It was very good.
We should make up. we could have that be like the new flavor. You could have a picture of art on it.
It
can't
just
compose-
says nothing else but put this sack in your mouth.
The ultra
That's right.
sack. The ultra sack.
That's right. Yeah.
Iced tea bag flavor.
Iced tea, bag flavor.
I can't even talk. Somebody's got to just somebody else talk.
Oh, it's hurting my mouth.
Okay.
Let's go take two. That was great.
All right.
That might
Oh
be
my
the best
God.
thing that ever happened. Okay.
All right. So anyway, so that was, Hamster Wheel was great. Different
Hamster Wheel was
nutrition.
the best race ever.
Yeah, that
Wait,
was
is
a
it
lot
like,
of
Is
fun.
it like Martin? Have you ever had Martin's?
Yes.
Art? Is it like
No.
that? No.
It was kind of like this. It was like eating like fish eggs or something. Like
This is the
What?
bicarb or whatever? Or
no.
What the hell's all
little
this?
swimmers in there?
It's
Yeah,
just a hold it.
Are you like a
just-
super soldier now? Is this like some Steve Rogers shit? What are we talking about here?
yeah, it's goo that is it's just a different consistency. Okay.
Okay, so like I know what gels are. Yeah, like I know.
And it's not like these little gels. They're larger, they're more liquefied, and then
Mature
this
follicle.
thing,
Like those SIS gels.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, they gave those out at like Bimblers a couple of years, I
Yeah,
think.
it's like if you've seen any of the larger size,
I'm gonna look them up. What are they called?
this was called Precision 90, 90. I think it was called like Precision 90 or something like that.
sounds
Precision
like
Nutrition.
That sounds like a CrossFit gym.
They're the expensive as shit ones, is what they are, because it was like $50 for a box of 10 of these.
Wow.
But
Yeah,
I
I
would,
just ran out of scratch, so I got a big bag of Sour Patch Kids, and then I got like a full thing of Gatorade.
basically
on
the same
Amazon.
thing.
I brought
That'll
mini
do ya.
Skittles. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean,
about the
it's taking
calories.
me back to like I feel like I'm about to go play like a pick up basketball game. Like that's what we used to eat. It's nice.
That's what I
yellow
still eat.
Gatorade.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking at these gels here. The PF90 Precision
That definitely
Fuel,
sounds like some kind
90
of.
gram carb
No,
gel.
I've
and it's
heard
like,
of Precision.
It's like one of
Yeah,
those. It's like one of those
expensive.
applesauce. It's like an applesauce, like expensive applesauce looking container. Yeah.
Yes, it looks like baby food. Like it has a little
Yeah.
screw on top. So this thing I could.
Bro,
open
this
it
is
up.
the extra awesome sauce that they couldn't sell.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
No,
this-
it's not awesome sauce.
Yeah,
It's
it's awesome.
it's not
sauce.
spring nutrition.
Oh my god! Can we get sued? Can we get sued for that, Fred?
I think
What
the
kind
whole
of-
community
what
will
kind
be
of sh-
arrested.
What kind of shit can I say about spring?
I don't know if you could say anything that hasn't been said.
I've been able to compose myself for like 5 minutes right now.
But that was, I have to say that this was the first time that I was able to take, to use goo for, for hours, without a problem, so like 10, 12 hours, just goo, no issues whatsoever. I didn't have my usual bonk at 20 to 30 miles.
Mm.
I went 50 miles and I was fine. And then
Did you use the H word at all? Did you get hyponatremia?
oh, no, I did say, oh, mommy a couple times.
That's
though.
why I was like, wait.
Every time you
Oh,
saw
in
Fred,
my head, all I could
I'm
think of was like Helms Deep. Like what?
Yeah. In the
Listen, I'm
key.
not trying to flex. I think Art, I'm really happy with your nutrition strategy, but I ate an entire pizza on air tonight.
But the one thing that did happen to me though is I got this lean that was like,
yeah, you had the
fucking-
lean.
Oh, you had the old man lean.
oh my
You did,
God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
you
were
gotta-
talking about it.
I had the lean from like, I started to feel it just after 50 miles,
Damn, bro.
which was different. So then it hit me at 60 and then it got bad so that the last, it got pretty bad.
Yeah.
I was really pissed because I felt good. I felt powered up. I felt awake. I felt like my muscles were okay to run. I had no blisters. I was like ready to go,
You were coherent too, but I did use my mom voice.
except that I wanted to steer sideways.
Yeah.
It was like, I was like angling sideways to like go off the
Tack-
trail.
tacking into
Listing,
the
we call
wind.
that listing to the left or
Oh,
right?
yeah. And the only thing that helped was finally I started using poles.
Yeah.
And I just used that to kind of push me off, to just push off that side that I was favoring. And and it was great.
What was the weather like?
I think it got pretty cold.
It was lovely until it was freezing.
Mm.
How
It
about
was
during
like,
the day? Was it like sunny and nice?
It was 40 degrees during the day, I think.
yes. Well, Saturday was nice. Like I ended up for a while in like a tank top and shorts.
Mm.
But then it got very cold.
Yeah, I
overnight,
think it
like,
got into the
very-
20s. Didn't
Yeah,
it get
it was,
into the
I think
20s?
down to 23, maybe.
Yeah.
It was very cold
It
overnight.
always
It got
gets
to the
cold in
point
that hollow. Yeah.
where like I was shivering so bad I went to my car and read for 6 hours. I was like,
Mm.
I'm good.
Did you
I'm
take
good.
did you manage your salt intake, Art?
Yeah, I did. I took
Because a lot of times I think the lean happens on nice days when you don't take in enough salt.
Yeah,
And once you get a lean, you can't undo it.
yeah, I felt that it was definitely like, so I saw Trishul there, right?
Oh yeah.
And he-
Well, he claims he can undo it by giving you physical therapy right there on the spot.
Yeah, I'm not letting him touch
He
me.
would
I'm
throw
just
you down
saying.
on the ground.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
absolutely.
He's not putting his hands on me. I mean, nothing personal.
All
but
right,
I'm
We
just-
could have used that vibra slap.
the
use-
vibra slap. Yes.
That's when the poles become useful
Yeah.
to fight people off.
Is that like a probe that they use for the steers? Or
I mean, that's what we were
something?
doing with the vibra slap.
Is that what it is?
Did Trishul offer you advice? What did he tell you?
He did, unsolicited. He did. No, he said something about that it was like you had to do like leg curls because it's like your butt or something like that. I don't know.
Hmm.
No, he said that like you do these leg curls, not like a I think like where you lie on your back and kind of like put weights behind them and do that. I don't know. I'm not a
What
gym
is it?
dude.
It's
I don't know
caused
what
by
the
it's caused by
fuck.
like your core muscles just stop firing, right? Like you just
No, I think it's more in the hip.
Yeah, I think it's your obliques. I think that
they just don't hold you up anymore, right?
They're not
Like,
holding you up anymore.
I think that when you go to lift your leg, like your hip flexor and all that, it's like something in there. I don't. I have to. I still really have to.
Could
get
you
to
feel like the
bottom.
like what did it feel like? Like did
It
feel
felt like Jimmy. It felt like all of a sudden. It didn't feel like my back was tipped over. It felt like my hip was jutted out. Like it was like picture like an exaggerated hitchhiker where like all of a sudden like my hip is like sticking to the left and I'm like hitching a ride like this,
Okay.
All I can think of is the mom hip. You know when you put a baby on your hip?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
kind of what it felt like. And I don't know. It was
For
just
most
it was
people,
weird.
you don't even notice it. Like you don't know that you have a lean until someone tells you.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then you
Right.
start realizing that you're kind of off balance. Like you keep making funny steps to the side, right?
Yes.
Fred, have you gotten the lean before?
Oh yeah.
I
In
witnessed the
multi-days, I've
lean.
had it a few
Hey
times.
guys, I'm meeting somebody, one of my friends for dinner at 7, so I have to go.
Ellie
Okay.
Petal.
Yeah.
I
Ellie, so
know.
nice to see you.
Yeah, so good to see you guys too. Such good laughs.
All right.
Lost
Yes.
it a little bit there.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Have a
Yeah,
happy
happy Thanksgiving, Ellie
Thanksgiving.
Pal.
Yeah,
Ellie.
happy
Happy
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving, Ellie.
guys.
Okay. We'll see
Why
ya.
is she the cutest thing?
She is.
No.
And we got to talk to her because she's like big time now. She's like on not the feed, but she's on like a lot of different shows. She's writing blogs for what's Jimmy, help me out. What's the name of the it's like a kind of like
Oreo.
a collaboration of podcasters and stuff like that. And
But this was like Single Track Network or something like that, or
it's not single track,
no,
but it's the other guys.
something
Like I think
Yes.
it might even be like Dylan Bowman's stuff. What they have like a whole group, right?
okay.
Oh, okay. So at any rate, Ellie is, and I'm just like drawing a stupid blank on this. So apologies to them
I got rid
because
of.
I'm sure they're listening.
No, I like 3 weeks ago. I took a Facebook and Instagram off my phone, and
Yeah.
I cut like 4 hours of my phone usage down a day now, so I'm like under 3 hours a day on my phone. And like when I
Nice.
do look at it, I'm like, it's because I've been on Spotify for like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, that fucking counts. I'm like,
That's
Yeah.
what
but
Audible
my
counts
face is
too.
my face is not in my fucking phone for like the last 3 weeks, and I feel like bad. I got a head cold after fucking the donut run too. Like that shit fucked me up.
You fucked the donut run,
I was
Jimmy?
gonna say,
Oh my god, I would fuck.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have fucked
Fuck the
each and every
donut?
I got a head
Jimmy
cold
fucked
after
the
I
I would have
fucked
donut.
fucked
Oh
every
my God.
donut. I fucking love donuts. I would have fucked
You
them all.
fucked donuts, Jimmy. Holy
Oh my god, I would
crap.
have fucking. But like I would
I
have
want a
called them the
shirt that
next
says
day.
that.
I would have called
Jimmy
them the next
fucked the
day.
donut. I
Yes.
don't give a fuck because Jimmy fucked the donut.
Yes, I would fuck every donut that of the donut shops we went to.
Just
I'm
don't
never
put
eating
him
a donut
back.
again.
But I got a
We're
head
on the same
cold.
page.
I'm like that dude. I always get like a little head cold after a 50K. Like, and it's been hanging around. What?
Get
Oh,
a little
never
head
mind.
after a 50K.
I told you I would fuck every donut. Like a jelly donut would probably be like heaven to fuck. I don't know. It sounds amazing.
Ah, don't you think like a
think
pudding
better
filled
than
donut would be
cinnamon, right?
better?
I mean,
I have a few donuts. Hold on, let me go. I got a few donuts left
No.
over from Brooksvale this Sunday. Let me see what I have.
it's
There's
I
a
ate.
Philip.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God.
Half a blueberry one. That was very good.
Is he going to do this on the show?
Maybe.
Stay tuned, people. This could get real.
Okay. Our ratings have changed.
They've either gone up or they've gone
Oh
down.
my god.
Oh my God, he brought
Oh my God.
donuts.
He's got
That's
the
what-
donuts.
Maybe
Look,
they
I
went
will-
up because they
I
went
will-
down. Who
I will
knows?
fuck all of those. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. One
You're
fell
being
out.
him.
Oh.
Jimmy,
That's-
like
it
all
looks
at
like he
once.
might
or-
have
That's
already
an apple
done it.
fritter. An apple fritter. I would fuck that. Oh my god. Look at that. That looks amazing. Look at this, guys.
I see the
Someone get a
appeal.
screenshot of this.
I see the appeal.
How about you
Jimmy,
wouldn't
but-
fuck that, Byram? Look at that.
Oh boy.
You might
Pretty
not
good. I might
teabag
fuck
it.
that shit. So
Look at those.
You could have that with a cup of.
Those are some good looking donuts, Jimmy.
Powder. Those
You
are
know,
powdered.
Just saying.
Powdered,
powdery.
It's
Yeah.
powdered buttholes, guys.
Jimmy. Although that's not my although I'm not really into donuts, Jimmy, if I
Yeah.
were, that would be the one.
that looks like Desitin on those
These are
donuts.
fucking beautiful. Look at these.
You got any cream filled ones
Oh my
or
god,
no?
I'm so
Or-
fucking horny.
Soon.
They
Soon
are.
we'll
It
have
will be
people.
when he's done, Art.
Not
okay?
yet. That's right.
Oh my gosh.
You're looking good, guys.
Oh. So
I love you fools.
okay. So I went to England and it was
Right.
great.
Yeah, when did you when were you there?
That's why we haven't had a show in like the last month and a half. No, I went for like 16 days starting on the 8th, I think, or 8th
This
or
is
9th
the-
of November.
All right, was this the trip you were supposed to go on back like right before the pandemic? right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh.
You were
Aer
like, I'm
Lingus.
gonna climb. You were like, I'm gonna climb Glastonbury tour. Didn't you have LSE on? And he did like a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
And
I remember that episode.
we had
We had Paulius, the emperor,
Paulius.
too.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, His Royal Majesty, Paulius
Hells yeah.
Pecuria. Yep, he was so except it was a different trip. Because we toned it down and kept it more London. So basically stuck to London. We spent basically 3 days at London Bridge, 3 days up by the palace.
All right, I got
Then-
one thing. The thing I really want to know is, did you use your terrible Cockney accent on anyone there? Because I would have punched you right in the mouth.
What's all this, eh? I'm going to see me uncle.
Did they call you wanker?
Oh, no, I called
Sure.
them, but I did go
Behind
to
his
see a
back.
football match.
Did you really?
Who'd you
Oh,
see?
yeah.
Who'd you see?
Hotspurs.
Oh, Tottenham, and who else? Who
They
play?
played Ipswich, who had
Ooh.
never won a match because they were just promoted this year. So for people who don't know, in football, in English football, which is our soccer news break, they also drive on the other side of the road. Just saying. Sorry. So Ipswich so what they do is they have, I believe it's 20 teams in the league, and the lowest 3 get relegated. They get dropped down and they
Into
get
the
kicked
minors.
out
To
of
the
the league.
Coca-Cola League or whatever.
Yeah,
the
they get-
EFL.
They get put down to the last 3 teams get put into what they call, and it doesn't make any sense, but they get put into the Championship League,
Right.
which is underneath the Premier League. Okay. And then
Premier
the top,
Premier does sound better though when you think about it.
It does. It's
If you're British, imagine you're like, oh, it's Premier.
it's Premier.
Are you
It's
champions?
not-
No, we're Premier.
We're
We're more
Premier.
elite. We're the elite.
Yes. What's all this, eh? So let's see the queue.
So you do the poor person. I do the rich. I do the posh
I
person.
do.
the
I don't.
rich
I
person.
mix them all the fuck everywhere, Jimmy. The fact that you know all the different accents blows my mind.
Oh yeah.
So that's
I picked out a Geordie, Newcastle accent last weekend. Did I tell you
Yeah.
that? Yeah. I picked one out. This woman at my kid's art studio was talking. I was like, "Is that a Geordie accent?" She's like, "How do you know?" I'm like, "I know all the northern dialects."
yeah. I'm Jimmy fucking Mac. That's why.
My favorite is the Scouser, the Liverpool accent. That's
What's
like
that?
The Beatles accent,
Just
basically.
the Beatles.
Yeah.
The Beatles. Yeah.
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 The Scouser is good. A Leeds accent. I picked that one out earlier this year when I was in St. Lucia. I heard a guy in front of me was talking, and I was like, "Are you from Leeds?" He's like, "How the hell do you know that?" And I was like, "I had a coworker from Leeds." And
So my wife and I would just Peggy and I would just sit in restaurants and sit in places, and we'd hear somebody talking and be like, "Hello, Mrs. Smoker. Hello, Mrs. Non-Smoker. What you been doing? You been shopping?" "No, I've been shopping." "What you got there?" "A piston engine." "A piston engine? Why'd you buy that?" It was a bargain." And we're just like listening to them pop off on all this English stuff and just loving it all. So we did everything English. We went to the football game, saw a lot of really good runners, like just in the fucking streets. These people were killing it.
Right. Did you do a park run?
I didn't. There wasn't one right. I just, the timing didn't work for us.
Yeah.
For me to do one. I did run in Hyde Park though, which is a big, a major place there.
We should let me look at your London run. I'm gonna go find you. I did a cool London run. I did like 15 miles when I was there.
I did an 8. My best was probably an 8-mile run that I did in London. I didn't run a lot, but I ran from like Tower Bridge and then ran up to Big Ben and then crossed over the river to the Eye and then kind of worked my way back there and then went past Tower Bridge again and into some rich neighborhood below. I think it's like Ramsden or something like that. So, but that was just a lot of fun there. Peggy and I hiked up at near the White Cliffs of Dover up in a place called Seaford. So just these big rolling countrysides on the shore where there's just huge white cliffs and the ocean crashing below, just in the rain and fucking epic sideways wind and shit. So we did that. Went to a service in Westminster Abbey, which was really cool. So we saw the King at the changing of the guard. That was cool. He came out and waved to us, personally, me.
Nice.
So then went up to had lunch in the Shard. So there's a tall building that's like the tallest building in London is a building called the Shard, which just looks like it's a point and it looks all broken off the top.
Does it look like a big poop?
No, not a shard, not a shard. Shard.
Nobody got that visual?
If it was a shart, it would be a pair of soiled underwear, Becky.
Pretty much,
yeah. That would be the shart.
Or if it was out running a fucking pair of black rabbit shorts that are somewhere in West Rock Park that we'll never see again.
Oh. So we saw also, we went and had tea. So Robert Jason Jeffers gave me a list of, because he lived there for 3 years. So he gave me like a to-do.
Tarts is rad.
Oh, fuck. He knew everything. He gave me the best.
Well, he does know everything.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
He really does.
He does. So he gave me great recommendations for where to have tea. So we went to this place to have tea. God, now I should know what it's called. Like Mason something. It's like a fancy department store. But it was just wonderful tea. Fucking it cost so much. I'm embarrassed how much it cost. It was ridiculously expensive, but it was so good. It was just
Does the tea taste like significantly different?
Well, it's tea, but then it's like these desserts. Like you get a whole stack of, you get this whole big multi-level tray of all these private, like,
what are those
pastries?
They're called, they're
like pinafores, or that's French, but
Biscuits.
Oh,
little sandwiches,
maybe.
puddings.
When I was in Ireland, I was
maybe it
in,
was 10 more.
technically I was in the UK because I was in Northern Ireland, but I don't see it that way. But I went to a real tea and they like cucumber sandwiches and stuff. And
Yeah,
and but in Northern Ireland, they call a bowl of like sweets is like, remember, so have you ever had any like Tunnocks tea cakes or like any, like the British candy is actually pretty freaking good.
Oh, yeah.
So they would put them out in a bowl, and they call that in Northern Ireland, they call that you put out foosies. They put out some foosies for you, and it's like, oh, foosies, and it's like sweets, basically, like just a ton of them. And
There was all sorts of shit I didn't understand. Like like everything had like a different name that looked the same to me. Like they had things like bloomers. Like, do you want some bloomers? And I'm like, oh yeah, fucking give me two. I know. Is it lazy vegan? Yeah. Okay. All right then.
and those are frog testicles, or
Or is it a
right?
toasty? Do you want a bloomer or a toasty? And I'm like, I don't know what the fucking difference
One
is.
of each.
You know?
What are
Right.
they?
They're sandwiches.
Yeah. So a
Okay.
toasty is a grilled cheese, right?
I,
A cheese toasty is what they call a grilled cheese.
kind of, yeah, I think that's what that was.
But you
But
want a cheese toasty, governor?
but a bloomer's toasted too, and it's just this sandwiches with this thick bread. But then when you touch the bread, it like squishes easy.
That's
so
cake,
it's like,
man. We call that cake.
yeah, no, but cake isn't cake; it's pudding, and it's like
Like Yorkshire pudding, but a different kind of pudding.
we
Those
had
pop-
sticky pudding where
That
they
just
bring you out
sounds
this
gross.
cake and they just take this cream.
All right, they made that special for you.
Oh, after the
That sounds like
donuts.
bullshit. Yeah.
Excuse me, the chef is working on it.
That had that day.
He's pumping out as many meals as he can.
No.
Just give him a break. He's on break right now. He'll be
Oh
right
my
back.
god.
So we did that, and then we went to Stonehenge, saw that, and then
Nice.
we went to Glastonbury, the Glastonbury, England, and saw like King Arthur's tomb, and saw the Tor, which is like it's like a tower that's on top of this mountain. But it got me thinking that Stonehenge looks a lot like what we saw up in the mesh. So I'm pretty sure that like there's something going on, like between the mesh.
It's probably aliens.
Yeah.
That's what I really want it to be, but it's not. It's gonna be something dumb, like telecommunications or something.
No, it's fucking
Global
aliens,
internet
Jimmy.
bullshit, like
They're both-
wireless system.
I don't know how this happened, but I took a picture of
5G.
Peggy and there were two of her in the same photo
Ooh.
at Stonehenge.
Yo, can you have the music from Unsolved
Witchcraft.
Mysteries pumped in right now? Remember Robert Stack and Unsolved Mysteries? That show used to
Oh,
scare the
yeah.
fuck out of me. 'Cause I'd be like in middle school in my basement, like in the dark, watching that alone. I'm like, I'm dead. I'm gonna die.
Oh,
This is the worst way to meet my end.
so
Oh. They
Like,
tried getting
Those
my
are
aunt's
not
story
normal
on
thoughts
that
for like a
show.
12-year-old boy, though, by the way.
oh,
Yeah, and Becky and Celeste were 13, and they were thinking like you were really not cool, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, we
Jimmy's-
totally were like,
Jimmy's cute, but he's fucking weird.
He's weird. Yeah.
oh.
It's
But-
always fun though.
But the hardest thing to do though was to cross the street. I don't know how you like just even crossing the street for me was incredibly difficult.
Wait, did you drive?
Why?
You didn't.
I
You didn't rent a
I did
car?
not I did not drive.
Dude, I think I don't feel like driving's easier, dude. I don't know.
Well, it's easier and this is nothing against my lovely wife who I love very much, but like it's like I would be a bit nervous driving, but I could do it. But like if I'm there and my wife's there telling me what to do and what to watch out for, it would be like ah. I mean, it was just hard enough to cross the street, really, because they even have
wait, why
signs
was
that
it
say-
hard
yeah, it
to
says
cross
look.
the street?
You have to
because
look
it
at
says
the-
like
You're
look
looking
right
one
and then
way.
it says look left because it's natural. Like when you cross the street, you look to your left for the car, then you cross halfway and you're looking to the right for the car, and it's reversed, so it fucks you up because you
Oh,
cross
right,
the
right,
street
right,
and you
right.
have to look right, and then but you still naturally, I do at least, I still naturally look in the places where I think cars should be coming from,
Yeah.
and so many times I would go to walk and I'm like, duh, 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 and then I'm like, fuck, there's a car there. What are you doing
Damn.
driving on the, like, it just fucks with your mind. Like,
I don't know why.
it's so much
though.
muscle memory.
Yeah.
you're young and supple minded, Jimmy. I'm like old and
No,
you
but
know,
I feel like
crystallized.
the pace of life is so much slower there.
Yeah, it is.
Even in Dublin, which is Dublin's like a big fucking city. I mean, London's just like Dublin. Like they're just a big fucking. They're all the same. New York, Dublin.
Mm.
Like I'm pretty sure every city is pretty much the same. It has cool landmarks, but like the vibe is generally the same. And even in Dublin, like it felt like the pace of life was just a little bit slower, maybe than New York.
Oh yeah,
out
even
in the country, yeah. When you're out in the country, like the pace of life is so slow. Like nobody's in a rush, dude.
yes, yeah. We went to the Cotswolds, so got to see those. You know, some of those, and you know, it's just like being out in the country. These old, really old villages and things like that.
Tons of lavender just growing everywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
They
cut
got
some
it.
and- Do you bring it
I
home?
love
Is that legal?
lavender.
They would have been
Fucking-
like, "What's this, Byron?"
No,
You'd be like,
so
"Customs."
here's the thing in Glastonbury, the seal of
Drugs.
Glastonbury has a something called the Holy Thorn, which is like
Sounds like a Dio song.
Jesus. Yeah, it is. They were a knockoff band, they were a cover band for
That's some
Metallica.
sick fucking metal from the '80s, Byron.
Hair, it was during the hair age. So they it was like Jesus's uncle or something like that. Joseph, I don't know, he was hanging out with Mary Magdalene. He drove a staff into the ground, and this thorn apparently grew, and it blooms twice a year, like Christmas and Easter. But in other parts of the world, it doesn't do that. So they took that from that Glastonbury and brought it to the town in Glastonbury, Connecticut. So
Wow.
it's part of our it's kind of part of our seal of our town. It's like part of our identity here as
As soon as that rose
Glastonburians.
touched Connecticut soil, it died.
No. So I wanted to bring
Thus
one.
severing the legacy between the two cities forever.
Yeah. So it was fucked up that it was the King Arthur thing, which is like my name, if you haven't noticed, and Glastonbury.
Oh my God.
And you have all that together there. It was really cool.
How is this podcast a thing?
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm changing to druids. I'm going to be like a druid now. So
Wait, have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that show Britannia?
no, but I'm going to watch it now.
Dude, it's so good. It's
Yeah.
when the Romans first got to England in 43 AD. It's excellent.
Okay. All right.
It's very weird and psychedelic, and it's all 60s music. It's like Donovan and Hurdy-Gurdy Man and stuff. It's
Huh.
really, really good show. It's
You know what I'm digging right now is everything. I'm looking at this area, the era of like 2000 BC to 3000 BC, which is the age of Stonehenge and the age of the Sphinx, perhaps, or the Sphinx might actually be 8000 BC. There's like arguments about that, and the pyramids and all these ancient things, and all of them are like, how the fuck did they do that? You know,
well, the Earth is flat, so it's
Aliens.
yeah. So I don't know. I found it just to be fascinating. I gotta
Haven't you
say.
seen Ancient Aliens? The aliens that are
Yeah.
Well,
right there on TV. They can't lie on TV.
The Earth is
yeah.
hollow.
true.
The Earth is hollow, and there's a race of lizard people that live among us.
No, but
All
like
of the
no, it's
lizard
true.
people.
the thing that I keep
And
seeing.
one of the entryways is Mount Shasta.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I can move back now. My cat was behind me. I had to sit forward for like the first hour.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good
Aw,
kitty.
My Betty does that. She's not right now, but she does.
All right, so Art, what was the
Gotcha.
coolest thing you did over there?
I think Glastonbury was probably it. Being up on the tour, you know, up on the top there, and seeing Glastonbury Abbey, you know, was pretty amazing.
Here's your run in Brighton. You went out on the pier, it looks like.
Yeah, we did
looks
we
pretty
did a
cool.
hike. We did a hike up there. Brighton I wasn't so impressed by. I didn't really care for that too much.
Was this Lewis here when you went and looked at the cliffs? The chalk cliffs of Dover? Salisbury Stroll. Oh, look at that cathedral. Holy shit. Wait. Wow, dude. Good stuff here. Stonehenge. Look at this. Oh, Peggy's the coolest. I miss Peggy. Tell Peggy I said what's up.
Peggy is adorable.
She is.
She is.
Yeah.
She's a keeper.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. English Belly Tour at the OG Glastonbury.
Did Art freeze?
Did he?
I think we lost
Yeah, he
Art.
did.
Oh my God,
Are we
he's
still
frozen.
recording? Are we recording? At
I
any rate,
have a red
Art
light.
doesn't. Yeah, I'm good. It says, took a hike around the tour and saw one of the descendants of the Holy
Oh,
Thorn,
yeah.
which, all right, sweet. This is so cool. Druid types joining us on this pilgrimage. Yeah, Byram.
Oh, you're the host now, Jimmy
Oh,
McCaffrey.
how did I do that? This has all been part of
Yeah,
the, this has
you
been a
own
long
this.
con. This has been a long con that I've been
Yeah.
orchestrating since day one to take over the Culture Trail Running podcast.
You murdered Art.
I'm now married to Peggy. Uh,
Uh-oh, when Dad's away, are the kids gonna play? Like,
Yeah,
so
how
yeah.
much trouble can we get in?
How much
That's
more
all-
trouble can we get in than we already got in today?
yeah.
Oh, was that a challenge?
No.
Hey, what's Fairy Smut are you reading right now, Celeste?
Crescent City, the second one. House of, I forgot what it is. Earth and I don't know. There's three books. I'm on the
Is this
second
like-
one.
Is this like a medieval type fantasy world?
No, it's all it's Sarah J. Maas, so it's all part of like Throne and Glass and A Court of Thorn and Roses and Crescent City. They're all kind of interconnected. It's all like high fae and other kind of fairies and humans. And this one has like humans and stuff, so
And then tons and tons of sex.
there's some sex. This one isn't as there's like there's some that are like a lot of smut. This one's not as bad, but
Okay.
like there's
More-
definitely some smut in it. But it's the
Highbrow
problem
smut.
with
It's highbrow smut.
it's highbrow smut. The
Ooh,
problem
yeah.
with Crescent City is it's like this huge world building. So like these books are all like 800-900 pages each, and there's so many characters and like the whole world. So like the first time I read it, it was like, what the fuck is going on? Because it was just so much. And then the second time I read it, it was like better because I knew what to expect and I knew how the world worked. So, but it's a good one. Sarah J. Maas is really good. That's my newest tattoo was from one of her books. So
Whoa. Okay.
yeah.
Becky Burke, what do you read right now?
I actually am reading, which I didn't realize how old it is. The Girl's Guide to Fishing and Hunting.
Ooh, what's that?
I never heard of that.
It
I
was
read that like
it was
10
a
years ago.
bestseller
Yeah.
in 1999.
Is
Yeah,
there
I read it
smut?
like 10 years.
No,
smut.
no. I started
It's a
it.
series of like short stories, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Art
Yeah.
disconnected his router, he said. There he is. He made it right back in time.
Oh my God. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Who?
No.
What?
Can we or do we want to?
Oh, there you go.
Old man, scatter. Old man Byram's back.
Oh,
He's
wait,
back, he's
listen
back.
to what we talked
Everybody,
about.
hide the keg. Hide
Fucking
the
hide.
keg.
Hide me too. Hide me too.
Put your clothes back on, Jimmy.
It's, I
And
started
tone it
talking.
down
7 minutes of heaven in the closet with Becky Burke.
Started
with a donut.
We were French kissing.
See what happens, Art, when you're not here. Did
I
you
thought
lose
I
Art
took
again?
it.
No, I'm back again.
Well, Art's just gonna freeze now for like just fuck with
Mine-
us.
It says it's unstable.
Oh,
So
what'd you
am
do?
I.
I'm sure it's unstable.
Pay your
The whole
internet
thing
bill,
is
Byram.
unstable.
Pay your internet bill.
Oh my
I
God.
think most ultra runners are pretty unstable.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yes. Unstable connection, unstable condition, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, so
All right, do we have to do Patreon? Is that what we're
we
doing?
do. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
let's get
I'm
this
gonna,
going,
I'm
baby.
gonna do
Patreon.
that
It
right
is
now.
past Celeste
Put some-
bedtime.
Put some lipstick on this pig.
Yeah.
I don't feel like wearing lipstick, but thanks for the offer.
Can you guys see the screen here?
Yeah, but it's
I
really
sort
tiny.
of-
Byram, hold
Yeah.
my line.
You got to make it bigger though.
That's what
Uh-oh.
she said.
Make it bigger. That's it. Keep it going. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
How's that?
Ooh,
perfect.
nice. Perfect.
Okay. So, and let me just see something real quick here. Yeah, so we're gonna go through some of
Wow.
our Patreons here, and these are here's the thing. We're in our 6th year now, and we want to just say thank you to all the people who are currently Patreons, who are past Patreons. Some people have moved away. Some people we
Your
created
credit
Who
like-
are
card expired.
Patreons I didn't know.
Your credit
that we
card
just,
expired.
you know,
Didn't
We
even know you were
offended you.
Patreons.
That's right. Your credit card expired and you just
Forgot
you
they were
know,
Patreons.
That's right. Or you moved on. You started listening to good podcasts or wait, stop. You your life changed. maybe you took up poker or something.
I just wanted to tell all the old Patreons, I remember you all.
Yeah.
Like
Aw.
we
when we
do.
were talking about Paulius, I was thinking like, oh, the Emperor. I'm Facebook
Yeah.
friends with him. I see him running up on those hills with his
His
white
pictures
dog
are
and
always so
everything.
nice.
Yeah, that's great.
To all the Patreons I've loved before.
Who've traveled in and out my door. Yeah.
I'm glad you came along. I dedicate this song. Okay,
To
sorry.
all the Patreons I loved before.
Wow, look at you two with your little ditty.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
We get each other. Okay. So to start out, still amazingly, and this we're gonna try to burn through. We're gonna burn through this because there's a lot of
shit. This is going to take an hour.
Less
No,
than
No,
an
we're
hour.
gonna go
it is
quick.
not. We're
We're
gonna
going
go
for less than
through-
an hour, everyone.
Listen
That's
out.
right.
Every time Art goes on a tangent, we're gonna smack him.
What the
Bring it
fuck are
back.
you talking about? We're still going to take it. Start timing now. I'm going to
We've been 45 minutes on the
I'm gonna
first one.
Yes.
All right,
Stop.
go.
Hashtag Hundo Joe. Okay. Albert Star Galactica. Thank you very much, Albert Star, for the hat.
Yes,
I love the
epic.
hat.
Love
I hope
you.
Love
your-
it.
I hope your
Love you,
hamstring's
Albert.
doing better.
I got
too.
to wear it at Jimmy's race, and then my ears got cold, so I switched to my Cultra gear.
I don't know if you left that blue Cultra dad hat on purpose, but my kid yoinked it and fucking we got a blue Cultra hat at our house now. And I'm like, this isn't gonna fit anyone I know. This is for fucking giant melon head. This is fucking
That's why I ordered it.
Ever, dude. Holy
It's
fuck.
small on me.
My kid was wearing it. I'm like, you look adorable. I'm like, you can put headphones on under the fucking hat, dude.
Yeah.
You know what they say? They say big head, big ego,
Small
right?
hands.
Oh, I was gonna say
I never heard-
wingspan, but okay.
Okay, yeah,
Never
same
heard that.
same thing.
You just made that up on the
Okay,
spot.
so far we've made it through 2 of our 180 people.
Just getting warmed up, guys. I'm just
okay.
getting warmed up.
113th mile. All right.
Yeah.
2
Right.
feet for good.
2 feet for good.
That's right. 2 New York Banano. Good old Tony's been around for a long time. I just saw we had our friend anniversary on Facebook of 14 years.
Your
Aw.
anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah,
know,
I
that's a
met-
long time.
I met Tony running Boston Marathon. He had a Schnipsit Strider shirt, and
Hmm.
I said, "Hey, do you know Debbie Livingston?" Because I knew Debbie was the only one that I knew from there. So that's where I met him, actually running the Boston
And
Marathon.
did he turn around and punch you in the jaw?
He said, "I'm not fucking talking to you."
My last
No,
name is
I've been
Banano,
told.
dude. My last name is Banano. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
That's right. No, I was talking to him, and then he tripped, and I just kept going. I don't know what happens.
Oh,
Tony
come
is
I'm
one of
sorry, that wasn't nice. Fucking
Tony's
stop
one of
it,
the
Roy.
best.
Jesus Christ.
Tony's one of the best dudes right now, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer a reward.
a bounty on his head.
If anybody can take his course record at Blue to Blue while in jean cutoffs, mind you. Tony has
Jorts.
Jorts.
Tony has the
That's right.
jorts. He
He's
has
got
the
the
jorts
jorts
course
record.
record. Yes,
Yeah,
he
at
does.
Blue to Blue. So anybody
Okay.
shows up and runs that bitch in jorts, talk to me. We're gonna
Okay,
go.
next up is A. Marcus.
Yay,
Who's
Marcus.
A-
A Marcus, like the Marcus or A Marcus?
Yeah, the
A.
Marcus.
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 Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's so
Yep.
funny.
We have
Good man.
Adam Osmond. A damn
Oh.
Osmond.
Damn Osmo.
We have the whole Amy Jennifer
Oh my
Hanlon.
God, they're all there
crew.
now.
So many Hanlon people. We love you
Yeah,
all.
That's right. We have Amy Jennifer Hanlon, Amy Jennifer Hanlon's daughter, Amy Jennifer Hanlon's fry end, Amy Jennifer Hanlon's mom.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Grandma Hanlon.
That's right. They're all
Yes.
Hanlons. And Amy Mauer Power.
One of my
Shout out
sisters-
Mau Pao.
My sister's roommate
Mhm.
that sometimes.
Oh, sweet.
I just
Yeah.
ran
Yeah.
32 miles with her in Seattle.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
Becky, I
Yeah,
saw
right.
that.
Yeah.
That was awesome. She
Yeah,
was
you
very
got
good. I'll
after
have
it.
to talk about it. So yeah, it
Yes.
was awesome. She was a good hostess with the mostest. And so was your Dobble Gobble. But that'll be for another day. Jimmy has a Dobble Gobble.
Yeah.
I have
That's
a
somebody
double
who
gobble.
named Chris.
That's somebody who
That-
looks exactly
that sounds
like you.
private parts, Becky. Isn't that the
Yeah.
same thing you say? when,
Gibbles?
you know,
Do-
you're
Are they?
talking about
Have you moved on from
Gibbles
Gibbles?
Jabbles? Jabble,
Yeah.
jabble.
it's-
Gobble
No,
gobbles.
Dobble Gobble's
Wait,
a
I
different-
have a doppelganger named Chris.
Yes.
Show me a pic.
Once I told Sherry, she was like, wait, and then she's like, oh my
That's
God.
right. Sherry Bilby was
Like,
out there for the
even
same
your-
conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, we stayed together.
It was the smartest women in America
Shake it
conference. Is
down,
that what it
shake
was?
down, down.
Oh yeah, it was. And then we
Women who
tested the
women who
party.
don't take no shit.
That's right.
Sorry. Oh, Amy Soren.
Okay, we have Amaya Sorensen.
Yeah, Amy Sorensen.
Yeah, Amy.
Yeah. We have Andrew McKay.
Andrew McKay. Have I seen you?
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
I think he was a former newscaster for the Olympics, I think, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
during the tragedy.
That's right, in 72.
Yeah, 72. Yeah.
Yep.
That was Jim McKay, but almost the same.
He was
Pretty
his brother. He was
His
ready
brother.
to take the reins of he was ready to take on the anchor seat if he had to. We have Andrew O'Laughlin, who is always laughing.
Oh, laughing.
We have the Pride of Plymouth, Andy Tidd.
Right at Plymouth,
Titties.
solid as a rock.
Let me
He's
see them
always
titties.
tied.
Show me them titties.
Oh my God. My shirt literally says, "Show me your kitties."
Let me see.
Show them to us. I mean,
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Very
Celeste is the
good.
best.
Okay.
We have Angelia Rose. We have Hi
Oh.
Anna G. Antony de Betancourt,
Oh, yeah.
making tennis illegal. We have our favorite hot dog salesman from Texas, Austin Frank. We have Azam
Shazam.
Pulatov.
Pronounced Azam.
Azam. Yep. We have Bad Boy Running Podcast.
All right.
They're still around?
They're back.
That's right. Yes.
Like they never
They're
left.
yeah, I was gonna look them up and I felt bad because I probably should have reached out to some of our British friends while
Now,
I
are
was
you
out
clear?
there.
Are you clear on who everyone is over there? Because I've heard you call people like part of the show that have nothing to do with the show.
Nothing to do with
Do we know
Jimmy,
who the hosts are? Mark, are we
That's
clear?
shtick. That's all shtick, Jimmy.
Okay.
That's all. Like, it's not everything I say.
I wish I believed you.
It's
Yeah,
true.
Jimmy, get off his shtick, will you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ben Nolette. We nailed it.
Ben,
We
Oh,
got Ben
yeah.
with one
end,
N.
Ben.
We got Ben with multiple N's. Ben
Ben
double N.
Jammin'.
So
Griff
many,
N.
so many
I
ends.
Yeah.
promised that I would go to Notchview next year. I think
You
I
That's
have to
right.
do not to next
and
year.
Danielle, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, Nacho's
Hey,
awesome.
That's
Hey,
the same
Beck.
weekend as the 7-Eleven run, guys.
Oh,
You can change that.
I can't because it's 7-Eleven and I'm
It
not.
doesn't
Gotta be
hurt.
on 7-11.
Plus,
Well,
I can't do any of the Notch View races because I'm like they all end on Monday, and I'm like I don't want to take off I don't want to do a 4-day weekend. Like,
So just leave early.
what do you mean?
You can do the 100
You can
miler,
leave
Jimmy.
whenever you want. Just do 100 miles and leave.
So can
You
you think
have
I can
to
do?
stay
Do you think I
till
can? Do you
Monday?
think I can? Do you think I can run 100 the day after running 38?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
sure.
Ooh, you people are
A
crazy.
day and a half.
Why
Jimmy,
would I
Jimmy,
back you
I
people?
think
This is
the
what you're telling me
question-
to do.
Hold it. The question is,
People are crazy.
the question is, you bitches don't think I can run 100 after running 38? That's the question.
Or you can just show up and run 50 just to
I don't-
show up.
I don't need to do that to myself anymore. You people are
Ugh.
crazy.
You don't know how to have fun.
Jimmy.
I'm into self-care. I don't need to do that to myself.
Oh, it's
gonna hug me.
discomforting.
No, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do we're in the very deeply in the process right now. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do 100 next year or like
Do
maybe
rim
try
to river.
What is that?
Rim to
That's
river.
dirty.
All right, it's
Yeah,
really
that's-
dirty. That's why I
Becky.
said what's
if I
that?
use
'Cause
protection, it's
I'm
okay.
into that kind of shit. So I'm like, let's go.
Listen, a guy
It
at
sounds like-
Hamster Wheel had a shirt on that said rim to river, and we kind of just got inappropriate about it.
Sounds like butt play and water play. Like
Thank you.
let's
Baby
try.
God.
Let's try. I'm down to try shit. Let's go.
So okay, Becky, why don't you take over here? Can you see the screen?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, Brookshire Trailheads. Yay.
Repping the
Very
Shire.
good.
Yep.
Do the best at hustle.
Hmm.
The homie Bessick.
Biggest Dacus.
Who's biggest doggest?
Who is
I know,
That's
I don't
Andy
remember.
Doc. Andy Doc.
Oh, but I don't remember it being biggest Dacus. That's awesome.
That's
Oh,
pretty
bikini chicken. Bikini chickens. Yeah. Bill Gibbs. Yay, Bill. Bill Gilpatrick.
Patriotic Patreon.
awesome.
Yes. Tolerable Bill.
Extremely
Bill.
tolerable.
Oh, little
More
baby
than
Bobby
top.
Byram.
That's
Oh,
right.
baby Bobby Byram.
Bob Byram is tolerable as well.
Yes.
There you go. Yes, he is.
Brandon Laurent.
That's right.
Brett, how did we say his last name?
Jorgensen.
Jorgensen.
Yes.
Gotta get
Oh,
to-
Brian Musiak. Whoa, whoa.
listen to the music.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, Ultra Fabio.
Ultra
Brian
Fabio,
Nephew.
Brian Nephew.
Brian O.
Brian O'Hanlon. He's Amy Jennifer Hanlon's Irish cousin.
B. Rice Henley.
Mhm.
Oh, Carly just sticking
Carly.
around in the woods. Remember that?
That's perfect.
Yes.
Kicking around in the woods. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
Carrie
throwback.
is my favorite Miller.
My favorite miler.
Oh, sorry. Bong a ding dong.
Yay!
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yay.
I know her.
Sherry Bilby.
I know
What
her
was
too.
she singing?
What we are.
Chris Olsen.
That's right. He's Mary Kate's brother.
How about Ashley?
Yeah.
And
No?
Ashley's, yes.
Ashley too,
Okay.
right?
Not
Yes.
Ashley.
And Elizabeth.
Don't forget Ashley.
Chris made it out alive.
Chris Rosal knows all sees all is
It
all.
does
is
all.
all.
And I met him. I remember that was very exciting.
Yeah,
Christine,
he's a fast runner.
Chin
Chin Hing.
Kristen, sorry.
with the amazing eyebrows. Christopher Golangio.
That's right. Crisco.
Crisco.
Crisco. Clayton Collins.
That's right. Clayton may have been the first, he might have been the first guy to hit subscribe.
I
on our
thought it was
Patreons.
Bill. I thought it was Bill
Really?
Gibbs.
Now, Bill was
Smash that
shortly,
subscribe
Bill was
button.
like number 2, I think.
but Bill's been there. So
Yeah.
Chris, Clayton signed up, hung out, and then caught on to our our shenanigans and ran far away.
Smart.
Where's Jack? Here he is.
That's right.
Oh,
No, yeah,
Clement
this is a
scented
list of everybody.
chunks.
So, yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah. I love having him on.
Yeah, he's such a
great.
great
Yes.
guy.
Yep.
Clement,
I
yeah.
can't say this one, Jimmy.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello, Clarice.
Oh,
All right.
Who flaked on us from the donut run?
Oh,
Really nice.
Oh.
Jimmy, why
I
don't you
just-
go?
What's
Or
that?
if
Oh, you want to take
wanna-
over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crutchley of North
Yay.
Stonington.
Right. He's
I'm
from
gonna
the
try to guess.
Cotswolds.
I'm going to try to guess where everyone lives. Dan Bates of, I know this because I was talking to Kelsey. Dan lives in Windsor.
Asbury Park.
Windsor. I'm going to say Windsor.
No.
Dan Brehant. Dan Brehant.
Scotland.
He lives in Ashland.
Freedom.
Dan Haggerty. I think Dan lives in West Hartford. Happy birthday, Dan.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Fuck, it's his birthday?
Oh, happy
Yeah,
birthday,
happy birthday,
Dan.
Dan Phillips. Dan lives out in like Voluntown area, right? Yeah.
These people are
Sure.
probably all like, I didn't want anyone to know
Phillips-
where I live.
Well, I'm just guessing. I
He
have
lives
no
No,
in
we're
the
idea.
making
toolbox.
shit up.
He lives in the toolbox of Connecticut.
We have 12 listeners, Becky. 12 fucking listeners, okay? Ain't nobody stalking anyone. No one's stalking Dan Phillips. I'll stalk Dan Phillips.
Dan Phillips head.
Yeah. David Hoople. I think Dave lives in Weathersfield.
Oh, hoops and poops.
He does.
David Hyde. I think David Hyde lives in New Haven.
Hide and seek. You can't find him.
David Kaplan. David Kaplan lives in
Oh,
Bristol.
Mm.
sounds
Descartes.
about right.
Descartes lived behind a horse.
Or in Italy.
All right.
I love that Jimmy finds this joke so funny too.
I
It is very
I
funny.
don't know. I'm going to say
That's a good one, Jimmy. That's
the
fucking,
That was
I
a good one.
surprised
that's priceless,
I
Dad.
surprised myself.
Oh shit.
Thanks, Dad.
That is very good.
Donuts and
Not as-
cheer. Who's donuts and cheer? You're
Who is
awesome.
donuts and cheer?
I don't know.
It's like Sonny and Cher, but they're
Yes.
different. They're a cover band for
I got you,
Sonny
babe.
and
I
Cher.
listen, guys. I got it. Look, I got you.
babe.
I got you, babe. Look at all these. Look at all these-
Come on.
look at all them holes, guys.
You want to come up to my house? I
have a
got some
good night.
donuts.
I'm gonna have a good night. They're not glazed yet.
Okay. Phred Morello, please take over. Jimmy's
Oh,
lost
yeah, I
his
got
shit.
this. Ellen Cretella Canal.
Patella,
Oh,
Patella. All right.
Patella.
No, Patella. Ellie Pell.
Our Olympic
Yay.
champion. I didn't ask her about her latest Olympic exploits.
You know she's been in
She doesn't
very-
like to talk about it.
Nope.
probably gymnastics.
Synchronized baking.
That's
Emily
right.
Mayor of Cultra City.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Oh, Enrique Tello, father
Mm.
of the Chosen One.
one.
Is he still
Oh.
in Europe? Chosen One?
He was at
I didn't see him.
Chosen One might be, but
Yeah,
Enrique was at
he's in Switzerland doing big runs, making me jealous on Strava.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yodeling.
I thought-
I'm like, bro, could you not post this anymore?
I prefer not to.
It's trail porn it's trail
Yeah.
porn it's filthy. It's absolutely filthy trail porn.
Kathy.
Yeah, he's
He's
like
up on top he's up on top of fucking windswept, ice-covered ridges.
he's hanging out with Bartleby the Scribner.
Yo, like every
I
single
got
like peak
that.
around
I got that
all
reference.
those peaks look so amazing.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway, we love you, Tobias.
Eric Soames,
Mm.
Eric Wester,
Oh,
Franklin Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings,
Mm-hmm.
Fred Wills, Phast Fred from Cheshire, as opposed to me for Slow Fred from Cheshire. Gelato.
Gelato.
He's so cute.
gelato,
Ah.
gelato.
I remember how I fucked up her name the first time. That was so, you know,
Yes,
you don't forget the first time,
that.
right? What?
That was a thing of beauty.
It
Geoffrey
was.
Myler,
Yes.
Oh,
Goose Egg.
Mm.
ooh.
Nat
That's
Zilski,
nothing.
perhaps.
Nothing. Yeah.
Oh.
Heidi Stearns,
And Foster.
JJ Duran. I wish him happy birthday when it was his birthday because you know,
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta
snap.
watch it twice.
He ran so far away.
He
he
did.
did. Jack I. Smith, she upped her donation.
Up yours too.
Yep.
Yep.
Right.
And I like her
It was
picture
great
on
seeing
Facebook.
Jack I at the race. She is
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
She's really
I know.
amazing that she
Yeah.
did that 5K.
Yep.
Jacques Sarbach, gone but not forgotten, Jacques.
That's
Oh.
right.
Gigi.
Wait, did he die? Shit.
No, he just left us.
He's on the left coast.
I know.
Oh, I like that. On the
But the way
left
you said
coast.
that, you were like gone but not forgotten. I'm
Gone
like, yeah,
but not
rest in
forgotten. I
peace,
told you
homie.
about my Jacques Sarbach story,
Oh.
right? Like I like connected my son up to call him and go for a run with him, and then he saw like that he'd won some trail race, and he was like, "Nah, that dude's too fast for me. I can't contact him. I'm embarrassed." So sorry, Jacques.
It happens.
Jake Cockatine.
Cocotine.
Oh,
Lion Shield.
James
Left
Lion
Coaster
Shield.
now. Yeah.
Oh, the fucking fierce Lion
yes.
Shield. I saw lots of lions. I saw his original family crest up in St. Paul's Cathedral.
I really loved when someone was it him who sent the picture of all the lions drinking at the watering hole, like it was a lion shield. It was beautiful.
Oh,
That was good.
Yeah. Jamie Myler,
Oh, yeah.
sub 4, sub 9 podium.
Mm-hmm.
Drink.
Dang.
Oh, next one is Becky's.
Becky.
oh, Jen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jessica Crandall,
Mm-hmm.
Jillian Ellefson, Jimmy.
Yes.
Cultra Lives Loud.
This is not me. Who did that?
Oh, that's your old Patreon.
This
'cause
is
you were a
every Patreon we've
Art
ever
just
had.
put them all
This is
in here.
every
So,
Patreon
Yes.
we've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Right.
much.
Jesus
think so.
Christ. I should have worked in some other references. I should have been like Armor All 454. What the fuck?
Heinz 57.
Corporate shill
Yo.
Aldi. Shop Aldi's, bitches. Like, what the fuck? Ooh, live loud. Ooh, like you got races. What the fuck?
Joe Mack.
Oh, man.
Jonathan Gardiner.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Jonathan Ho. I remember
He's-
Joe.
Oh.
No, they're Joe Nathans.
Yes.
Joe
That's right. They
Nathans.
were Joe Nathan.
That's right. They were Joe
Yeah.
Nathan Gardiner and Ho. Yeah.
Joe Nathan. Ho!
Oh my God.
Right.
Ho! Ho!
Ho. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Trail shorts.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Joseph Morris Rowe. Every street.
Yes.
Joshua Beadle.
Yes. He's one of,
Wait,
he's
like
like,
the Beatles?
he's friend. Yes, he is one of the, he's like Pete, he's like the Pete Best of
He's
Patreons.
Biggie Best, right?
Okay.
One of the original Beatles. Huh.
That's right. He quit just as he was getting ready to go big. So
That's okay.
Go home or go big. I'll go
that's
home.
right. Fuck it. Fuck it. I shall overcome.
Just a plotter.
Just a plotter.
Just David Framiola.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just David from ayahuasca.
Oh.
Justin Kowski.
Oh, yeah.
quick.
Oh,
Karen
a
Prado.
decent runner.
Kelsey Yang.
Mm-hmm. Favorite
Kevin
action bird.
James. Oh, Kevin
James.
Did I remember that? Yeah. He was We actually interviewed him one
Oh.
time, right? Was he an upstate New York college
Yes.
professor or something? Yeah.
He was Kev in Dames.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Ooh, the
Kristen,
dad,
Lord of the Rings,
the dad
LARPing
is strong with
handler.
this one.
Oh, yes. The
Yeah, that's we
forces.
had to explain LARPing to somebody in that.
Me.
Becky.
Yeah.
It was Becky.
Of course.
It's not like boofing. So
It's different. Yeah.
That was a great episode.
Lands a lot.
I'm happy I'm friends with people who don't know about blowing drugs into people's assholes. Like, I'm really happy that Becky
Oh,
exists because
You,
I
Jimmy,
feel like
you missed it at the.
I'm a human piece of garbage over here. And Becky's like, I don't know about these things. I'm like, it makes me feel like warm and fuzzy that we have people like you in the world.
yeah.
At the race on
There's
Saturday,
awful
Danielle
people like
and-
There's
me
still hope. God
who have
blesses each and every
who have
one.
blown drugs into
Nope.
people's assholes.
Hope for the world. And at the race on Saturday, Celeste and Danielle were talking about putting a
Almond.
up
So
Celeste's
Danielle's
butt.
life goal, Danielle, who is my future wife, her life goal is to stick an almond up my ass to see how long it takes for me to go into anaphylactic shock, so she can then stab me with my EpiPen. So yeah, this is one of my best friends. So
It's a win-win.
it's a win-win.
I had to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was there. I witnessed it. It happened.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Lands a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Takes off a lot. Lauren Edelman.
Oh, yeah.
No, dog.
Hey,
Hey, Celeste, why don't you take over?
Okay, Leanne Zarger, who is adorable.
Laz.
Lenny's mom
Got
has
it
a
going
new
on.
puppy.
Yeah, new puppy too. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Little baby Bobby Byram.
Mm-hmm.
Liz Vicious 30.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis Cameron. Machi Macho.
Macho man.
Mark Ratatat Kelly.
right.
Mark Field. Oh,
Mark.
wait, you gotta do this one.
Marty DeCow.
Yep. Matt Slattery, Assault and Battery.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Ew.
Wait. Matt loves a little squirt.
Yes.
Hashtag FYB.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Fuck you, buddy. That's a bad boy
Amazing.
reference.
It's amazing.
That's so
Matt Nielsen.
Schmielson. Sorry, Fred.
Michael Dolan.
He's 112.
Yeah.
Yep.
Michael
Esquire.
Lopesti Loop.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle
Yeah.
Pom Pom
Oh,
O'Neill.
so pom pom.
Oh.
Microscopic Porcupine.
George. Yeah.
Miles Victors. Mommy Gregory. Monkey
Boy, here is
Stuff.
actually called he's actually called Mima, right? By
Yeah, so yeah, Ashley's daughter calls him Mima.
Hmm.
Oh, and we have no idea why we call him mommy. Nobody can remember.
Jesus.
Monkey Stuffer, who is adorable.
Oh, a monkey
Sure.
stuffer.
I know, I miss her.
Oh.
Name,
Name. Mm-mm.
Nat Zilski,
Yep.
Nate,
Rat-a-tat-tat.
D-O-double-G.
Well, Nat rhymes with rat-a-tat-tat. So
there you go.
That's right.
Nate D-O-double-G.
Go, doggy.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I hear that Snoop Dogg's going to be at Western States.
What?
Well, he
What?
should be.
I mean, he
Yeah,
should be.
Snoop. I'm just starting the rumor, okay? It's
Oh.
probably not true, but like fucking imagine, like I think that'll be the next thing. That's what we should start a rumor that I'm sure it is going to happen.
It can happen.
Yeah, I think so.
He's more likely to be. I don't know. I think he'd rather be at Hard Rock. No, it's higher.
Yeah.
Definitely higher.
Oh,
I'm on fire tonight. I feel like I'm just gonna shut my computer off any minute. Like it just Irish
Like,
goodbye the fuck out of this
I already
thing.
did that, Jimmy. I already did that.
Or an Irish hello, you don't even show up.
Before, I don't want to give myself any chances for any bad jokes. So I'm like, fuck.
Too late.
Oh, shit.
Nicholas Desio.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, not the Nike spy, but clearly I'm always behind.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
back with the Alberto Salazar shit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an oldie but goodie right there.
Referencing some some dank shit right there.
Yeah.
right?
Some dank beta right there.
No.
And hit me
Nicole,
up. Give me the
cash and carry.
411 on the dank beta.
Yeah. Cash and carry.
Cash and carry. On track for Chickamauga Battlefield Marathon.
Yep.
Paul is
Oleus Pecuria.
that was amazing.
The Emperor.
The
Yes.
Emperor.
Oh, this next one. This is one of the hosts of Bad Boy Running podcast, Pete Faulkner.
Yes.
So I do regret that I didn't really that I probably should have reached out to Pete to try to go for a run with him while I was in London there over the pond there.
When you're like, instead of running with the king, you could have run with Pete.
That's right. Yes.
No, Pete lives out in like the Hill District or whatever, in the Lake District. Pete is not a member of the Bad Boy Running. Dude, it's the
It has
guy.
nothing
That's
to
why I
do
asked you
with
earlier.
that.
Like, do you know who the people are? It's the dude Jody Rainsford.
Jimmy,
and,
Jimmy,
David
that's
Hellier.
bullshit. That's
Jesus
bullshit.
Christ, Art, you
don't fucking know.
Oh my god.
What do you know about what's all
Oh
this,
my-
eh?
I've listened to like 10
You
of
don't
I've listened to
know.
at least 10 of those
That's-
podcasts.
That's cocky pop.
Oh my god. Anyway, Art does not know any of the. Do you know who Scott Coomer is? Do you know any other
Fucking
rival
yeah.
co-hosts?
I know him.
And when I say rival, like the way that like kindling is a rival to fire, that's kind of the rivalry we have with 10 Junk Miles.
Yes. Yes. We're on good terms now.
I know, but we're still kindling, is what I'm trying
ever
to
since
say.
the peace accord, ever since the peace accord of 2021, when we had a contingent go out to Wisconsin.
That was
That was
22. but yes.
22.
22, like I said.
Close
Thank
enough.
you. Thank you, Phred.
Yeah.
Oh, Phred, I saw the Magna Carta.
Did you? Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, nice, right?
Fucking great. Beautiful.
Yeah.
In perpetuity. It was written in Pig Latin, you know.
One of the things about it they always say is that the king couldn't read, so like he signed it, but like couldn't read it. Somebody had to read it to him.
See, that sounds like I think that's like room enough for a retrial, like right there.
Ineffective
That's
assistance
appeal.
of counsel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, I didn't know what I was signing. You knew I didn't know what I was signing. You think I read Pig Latin? No. It was written in abbreviated Latin, but anyway. Okay, back
Alright.
to our show.
Peter KO.
Oh,
who-
best finish. He was
Hey,
dead DFL at Brooksville, 10K.
Yes, he was. But Sam
Yeah.
beat him. So
Sam
I
beat
gave
him.
him
He nipped
candy
him.
because
Sam was the youngest finisher, 7 years
Yep.
old.
Yes.
he did the
Dominated,
10K.
dominated his age group.
Yep. Beat his dad and got candy.
Nice.
I
It's a
gave your
kid.
son candy too, Jimmy.
That's
You're
a good
welcome.
day.
Everyone should give my kid candy.
Yeah. All right.
Come on,
Powered by
Patreons.
Pop Tarts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
Ooh, what are these? I'll eat
Prairie's
these.
cocoa panties.
That sounds delicious.
Chocolatey panties? Mm.
Yes.
I'll eat those. I'll eat those.
I make those naturally. I mean, sorry.
Okay.
Later,
Rebecca
Jack,
Gonzalez
please. Go ahead.
Kreisberg.
Mm.
Oh God. Richard runs trails on YouTube, finishes Traveler 100.
Yeah.
Rob the Bear Breckenridge.
The
Sounds
Bear
like
Ass
an order. It
Breckenridge.
sounds like an order. You're like Rob the Bear Breckenridge. I'm like,
What? Yeah.
who is the Bear Breckenridge? I have to rob him now?
Go rob him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rob
Rob
the Bear
no,
Breckenridge.
listen, you don't want to rob him.
Or maybe it's a command like Rob the Bear Breckenridge, like Breckenridge, Colorado. You need to go rob the bear.
True. Good point.
Makes sense. It could.
Or
it
Rob
could.
the Bear
He makes bad
Breckenridge.
choices, so it
Rob.
could happen.
Rob the Bear Breckenridge.
Yeah. All right. Ron Lacandro.
Rob
come on
Nicandro.
down.
Ross.
We're loving you.
I know he's so wonderful.
He is.
He really
Oh
is.
yeah.
What a great guy.
He really is.
Imagine, because like the only good thing at all about the winter is that we have the real King of Pain and that we have the Colchester half marathons, double half marathons.
Uh-huh.
So, those are the only good things those are the only fucking things worth looking forward to at this point, right? So hopefully he comes out for those.
That would be nice.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
would be great.
Don't do it,
What a
Ross.
great guy Rob is.
Connecticut sucks in the winter. Don't come out here. Dude, you have Colorado. Don't fuck with us.
Oh,
Colorado's not
Really?
exactly a dream in
Colorado's
the winter.
beautiful. And
it's not a dream?
you don't
Well-
ski. Art, do you ski? Sounds like somebody who doesn't ski would say that kind of bullshit.
I don't ski.
I don't
Well,
ski.
there.
Do I look Polish?
Oh
No.
my
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right.
All right, who's taking over?
Where we at? Rufus. Sorry.
Don't
Brenda
die.
Chafee. Rufus and Brenda Chafee Fort and Chafee chocolatey chicken.
Oh yeah.
Oof, that's
Have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking.
Watching X-Files, the lights on.
What's the next
We're
line?
on La Maison. I hope the smoking man's in this one.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Because
I
so
try to
good.
remember
The
about
Bare
it.
Naked Ladies had also really good songs. They could write some really good bangers.
do.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
Bare Naked
yeah.
Ladies.
Dang, I haven't heard
I
that
feel like
song in a long time.
Canadian music is very underrated.
Yeah.
I think we
Agreed.
need to listen to more Canadian music. I know people give Neil Young a lot of, and Neil Young's awesome. He's one of my favorite people. I
He's
mean, I have
great.
him up on my wall over here at this side. And I know Leonard Cohen's from Montreal, but
Alex
Yeah, so-
Trebek.
yeah, dude, but like give Gordon Lightfoot some love, right? I mean,
Yep. Yeah.
fucking A. Sundown is a banging tune.
Better
Guess
take it.
who? Guess who is awesome, man?
Fucking
Yeah,
A,
Guess
the
Who.
Guess Who.
So I
Take
worked
your
for a
time.
dude.
Just a
I
minute.
worked for a
Wait.
dude- What?
The Guess Who is Canadian?
Yeah, they're from Winnipeg.
And
Man.
they're singing American Woman?
Yeah, because
Yeah, because they're
them
they're
bitches is
ranking on me when
crazy. Have you
you're-
ever met one?
No,
On you
stay
ever
away
date
from me.
one?
Fuck.
Oh yeah, you're
Ah.
right. Never mind.
That bitch
No
is
time.
crazy.
At no time. No sugar tonight. Okay.
Mhm.
I kid. Everyone knows I kid.
The new Mother Nature taking over.
My persona on this show is not a reflection of who I am.
All right, now let's get reading here.
Disclaimers. Right.
I'm sorry. Run the Whites at Midnight. Rusty Red Wagon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sally
yeah, we just hung
Campbell.
out with him.
Sally
Versus
Campbell is one,
Sarah-
of my.
Sally
Sally Campbell.
Camp.
Oh, you got the bell? Nice.
Yeah, Sally Campbell.
I think I'm like a dog. I can't hear that register or something.
No,
No,
I
some-
can't. None of
I
us
didn't hear
can.
that.
Come through the new
Okay,
microphone.
Sally Camp Ding.
Yep,
I
great.
think I have
Thank you.
noise reduction or something like that. Or I'm constipated, something. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
That's probably what it is.
Would
Yes.
you rather be constipated or have diarrhea? What would you rather have?
Depends on the
I'll take-
situation.
I'll take
Oh,
diarrhea.
Depends.
I'll take
Yeah,
diarrhea.
there you go.
I
Take
think
diarrhea.
depends
I
is
mean,
a safe
during
bet.
the race,
Depends
constipated.
is the answer.
Oof, yeah, I guess.
No,
so.
I think diarrhea is more of a statement, right? Constipated, you're just kind of like, nah.
I was
But,
behind
like I got
Jimmy at
diarrhea.
the,
Like you can lean into that some, you know.
I was behind Jimmy at the race and at Scott's race, and I kept saying this guy duck into the woods and then come back out, duck into the woods, come back out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
that's Jimmy.
May all your
Oh, Jimmy.
squirts be Hershey.
Yes, we
May you find very wide leaves to wipe your ass with.
yes.
Shitting in the woods.
Sam Tiberius Kirk.
All right.
Take it away.
Ah,
Byron.
Samuel Dibidall, Sandy Barbells on
Sandy
repeat.
Barbells.
Many,
Sandy
many
Barbell.
times. All right.
Lots of
That's
Sandy
right.
barbells.
Well, because at
Thank you,
one time
Sandy.
she signed up twice and then canceled once and then added one, and it was like the commutative property of barbells. So then we have Suin and Croon with Sarah Porras.
Oh, yay.
We have Shan Riggs, who is,
Oh,
by the way,
Ron Biggs.
yeah, he eats cars for breakfast, right?
Yeah. Hell
Pretty
yeah.
much.
And guitars.
He's
But
done
now
a
he's
lot since
hanging out in
since
bars.
We met with him. I can remember him being in your room there.
Yes.
I do
Yep. He
too.
was
Oh,
he was
yeah,
in
yeah.
our last in-person episode
Yeah.
saying, yeah, we've
Oh.
started to maybe cancel some events because we spread our chairs out in the studio so that we wouldn't give each
Right.
other COVID.
That's
And
when we were making fun of Jimmy saying that he had a supposed cold and he really didn't feel well.
yeah.
Remember?
Wait, was
Because
I
he
not
had
there?
gonorrhea.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We told
Yeah.
Jimmy
And I was
wasn't
like,
there.
I was like, try harder. You guys had some low hanging fruit.
That's right.
You better
What
come,
was
at the,
hanging
come at the
low?
king. You
Yeah.
better not miss. Let's go.
Your low hanging fruit had gonorrhea, though. I'm just saying.
It doesn't work like that. That's not what gonorrhea does.
That's what I always said, though. I don't know. Simon C. Edgett.
Cornelius.
Oh,
Cornelius,
Fucking
right?
A, man. This is so fun.
I love
Great.
him.
Go Buffs.
That's
Go
Big
Buffs.
Steve.
Got Slurpee Runner, who came on our show and was a co-host on our special
Hamster wheel.
Hamster Wheel episode.
Yeah, he was
Nice.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have Steep Endurance.
Right.
Very good.
Yeah,
We have
Nice.
Steve LaBranche, Sandwiches in the Pants.
Yeah.
We
Every
have
time he
s-
sees me at races, he kind of like runs the other way. I'm afraid I'm gonna say something stupid and embarrassing, which I usually do because I'm with Reagan, and that's just what we do.
Oh, yeah. Steven Extrema. We got
Oh, Ty.
He's so cute.
Ty. 10 Drunk Miles. Get some while supplies last. We got to have Scotty back on the show, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
probably should.
Yes.
Fucking A.
We talked about some essential vinyl.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes. Blue Hills Contagion.
Oh.
The next Patreon hurts me each week. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, and
Point to the doll and tell us
Titanium,
where.
But hold on, Titanium Tip. So she's the dominatrix, right? And that's the dom. That's the sub.
Apparently.
So
Yes.
157, the next Patreon hurts me each week is the sub, and Titanium Tiff is the dom.
And I like
That
it.
makes
And
sense.
then
Okay.
right after the dong is Tom the Destroyer.
That's just what he does to your butthole.
Yeah. Well, that's
We
how
used
he-
to call him Daddy.
I'm sure plenty of people have
Wow.
called him Daddy.
Yeah, like, yeah, hello. Hey, Daddy. Tony D.
Oh.
Got Tony D. We got Tunxus Jamie McCusker.
What would we call it together? The I don't know. Keep going. I'm like,
Speak up, Beck.
losing-
Come on, get it together.
I know. I
Okay.
can't remember what I'm saying.
We have Ultra Walker.
Walter Walker, Andy,
Oh.
That's right.
still walking all over Connecticut.
Yeah, I haven't looked at his map lately.
Oh, his map is just like a big purple Connecticut. It's like
And
the
that's-
whole-
Yeah.
That's
pretty
not code.
epic.
That's not code for anything either. So
No, it's actually
Purple
It is
Connecticut.
I haven't looked at his map lately, you know.
turgid and it's purple. That's it.
Okay. We have our sodium bicarbonate friend, Walt Hammer.
Walt Hammer.
And
And
the
his son,
refrigerator.
his son, the punk rocker.
Yes. Iron Hammer.
Yeah, no,
Our,
what's
his
it?
band. Oh, it's called the Wigs or something. Big Wigs.
Big Wigs. That
Big
was it.
Wigs.
Yes.
Look at that.
Listen to
right?
it right now. Big
Byron with Byron with memories here. Right.
Wigs. Nice.
Yeah.
We have William. Keep running, bro, on YouTube. Jara.
Mm.
Wow. So.
Nice.
This was so fun to read those names and to kind of walk down some memory lanes there of some of the people that we've been privileged to abuse their names and get to know a little better. So whether you're a current Patreon or a past Patreon, or somebody who's, not a Patreon, but you just listen. Thank you guys so much for everything. This has been so fun to do for the last 6 years. It's weird because that's getting to be like a long time, and it's like, I don't know, it's getting to be a long time, and it's just going, and it's still fun. So which is amazing, and thank you to each of you guys here.
Oh, we're
That's
epic.
and
I can do it again.
We did
Let's do it
Patreons in
again.
like 37 minutes right there about. I
Fuck,
guess.
that's a
Holy
PR,
shit.
people. That's like a KOP right there.
We just
Ping a
qualified for
Patreon.
Boston.
I mean, I stopped the clock at 38:15. You want to start with that? That's right around my 10K PR. I think my 10K PR is
Oh,
yeah,
mine's
38.
38-14, bro.
Dude, mine's 38:18. Freddie's faster.
Mine's 40.
38-14
Fuck,
in
taller,
1982,
better
though.
looking.
Mine was 43.
Fred, I
but
got
it was
nothing on you, my guy. I got
a short
absolutely nothing.
course.
I'm an ogre. I'm the troll under the bridge. Who's that trip trapping on my bridge? Fred Morello? Go on, pass, sir.
Oh, but wait.
Wait a
You
minute.
drop, and I'd be like, here, you drop this king, and I'd reach up and hand you your crown.
Oh my God.
Didn't we miss one though, Art? What about, wasn't there a guy who used to always be last?
Oh,
Z Cook,
Oh,
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah,
Cook.
Mike Z Cook.
Oh, in Desitin in the rear.
Desitin the
yeah,
rear.
I
Mike-
think there
He
may
changed-
be some, like, I have to say, there may be a couple that got left off because the way that Patreon does it, it's kind of weird. So I don't know. I apologize if, you know, there are some other people out there. You're right. But he also may have changed his name somewhere. I don't think he did,
Yeah.
though. I think you're right.
Let me just say, if you didn't hear your name on there,
Yell
be a
at Bart.
Patreon.
At
We'll get
Bart.
you next time.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
that.
Sign back up.
Do that because we, especially new people, new names that show up, we love to fucking go to town on those names.
Oh,
we
yeah.
we will ride you like a jelly donut.
Ooh.
That
These
donut
are
is now
powdered.
glazed.
These are powdered.
Look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Becky.
Right? Yeah.
You broke Becky.
yeah. Powdered to glaze.
I think we
baby.
did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's yeah.
Broke her.
Don't.
She's got her face.
Like, who are
She's
these-
doing
who are
double
these
face
people?
palm.
Who are these people? Jimmy over here is like, donuts are my hot sex. She's like, what the fuck? Like, who have I befriended? Who have I befriended?
She's like, I need to make better life choices.
Is that
Better life
well,
choices.
are
I
you
need to vet these people better.
you're against pastry pastry abuse or something?
All right, no
Pastry
cake
love.
shaming,
Come on.
young lady.
This has been the best fucking podcast episode in a while.
I think so.
I shit my
You're
pants
not
a tiny
laughing,
little
you-
bit.
You're not
And I'm happy about it. So
And I'm happy about it.
God.
well,
Are we at
I
mile
gotta say-
99?
yeah, I
Alright.
think that's about it, guys. So thanks for spending the time every week here. What you guys do is amazing. It's I don't know. This could be like a lot of work to do, but like hanging out with you guys is such a pleasure. It makes my life better. So I love you guys.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, isn't that
So-
Oh.
Aw.
So
Oh wait, this is my love language.
yeah. Let the record show, Fred, we need to document that. So Celeste was not making the little heart-shaped hand thingy. She was doing
He
some
was
other
making
sign,
a
which I have
loving
no idea what it
sign,
means.
Art.
I put,
Do the
listen, I
heart
put,
That was
thing.
indicating a loving sign. That's what I.
That's
love
right.
language.
I put my
Yes.
computer on mute so I could blow my nose.
Yeah.
Better than blowing
Quote
someone
unquote,
else.
quote unquote, blow my nose.
We've seen what you've done with the donuts,
With a donut.
Jimmy.
Oh,
No
baby.
hands. No hands.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Now there was
Two.
an expression when I was a kid, like take a flying fuck at a rolling donut.
Yes.
I thought that was the
Take a
wildest
flying
idea.
Challenge
fuck and a
accepted.
rolling
All
Yeah,
the
a rolling
time.
donut.
yeah, why
Challenge
don't you go
accepted.
take it?
Let's go.
It starts with why don't you?
Yeah.
Why don't you go take a roll? Why don't you go take a flying fuck at a rolling donut?
Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try this.
Yeah, Jimmy. get on
That
that.
does not surprise me.
I'm gonna try this.
Oh,
Oh man.
all right. Well,
Hey, this
listen
was a good
to
night.
yeah, for all of our listeners out there, if you've made it this far, of
Why?
course, yes,
Why?
seek professional help.
Why,
And we
you
will
fool.
see you all in a mile.
Mile and a half.
All right. All right.
What is that? Oh, I was like, what does Fred have up there? What I have?
The
Oh,
pig.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dude, where's mine?
I got mine up
Showing us
there.
a pig butthole. What was that?
Yeah, that's the pig's mouth.
Oh,
I got mine
okay.
right up there. You can't quite see it, but it's right there.
Oh,
This
yeah,
would be his
Becky,
butthole.
where's mine? Those
Becky,
I
have it.
forgot.
I took it. Sorry.
That was rude.
So I'm going to ask the Magic 8 Ball, will we be around in another 6 years?
What?
Yeah.
Obviously.
6 years.
It says, well, because it says outlook good.
Oh, all right.
Bam.
Oh,
We're
but
in.
it says P.S. You won't be doing a fucking podcast.
Oh.
No, it doesn't say that. It does say outlook good though. So
There you go.
got to trust the Magic 8 Ball is better than AI. So
I think
Yeah.
like my first visit to this was like 5 years ago. It just seems
Isn't that
like
crazy?
ever. It was a long time ago.
yeah,
It
pre-COVID.
seems like long, but then it doesn't seem like long.
Well, time flies when
That's
you're
what she
having
said.
fun.
Yes.
I guess it's all perspective, right, Becky?
Yes.
He said it seems long. She said it didn't. I don't know.
I don't know. How long was it? Right? Long enough.
Depends on how you measure.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
guess. Oh my
All right.
gosh.
Oh boy.
Well, I had a lovely time.
That was a
Lovely.
lot of fun, guys.
Absolutely absolutely
Thank you.
gorgeous, smashing
That
time.
it was ducky.
quite ducky.
All right, guys. Well, I'll probably release this in like 6 months. So, you
Yeah.
know.
In time for the spring fling, probably. Right?
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. So make sure December 8th, like, or if you guys are around, that's like a good, that's going to be that
I'll be there.
run at Camp Sloper.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, might
What
go over to
run is that?
that's the
Fundraiser.
fire run,
Fundraiser
CFPA.
for
the fundraiser
Oh,
for the
okay.
fire.
Yeah.
the
Okay.
fire.
Okay.
Geez. Oh, and so also Celeste and I were on the Runs podcast last night.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
Oh.
fun.
They're gonna drop
Cool.
that in
January.
like in January sometime.
Yeah.
oh, I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
What?
Or like your 5K, your Christopher Martin 5K or whatever the fuck. And doubly nobody gives a fuck about your trail race.
Hold
So
on, nobody
don't-
cares
Literally
about
don't
my
care.
sub.
No,
I did a sub 19 at Christopher Martin. So
I didn't realize that until I
My
did my
first.
25th ultra. I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about this.
no, they don't.
This
They
is
don't.
great. I can just fucking die in obscurity now. No one's gonna care. Let's go.
That's right.
I was
That's the
just
beauty
thinking
of it.
about the
Nobody
Christopher
cares.
Martin
Yes.
5K.
It's
I
a
was
good
like, oh, maybe I love that 5K. I haven't done it in forever, but I'm
Oh,
like,
I'm
"Oh,
sure
it's- I'm sure it's
maybe the
great, but,
boys will
like,
do it."
I'm sure it's great, but people are gonna be crying at the finish line, be like, I didn't get my time by 9 seconds.
Oh no, but it
Oh,
was just funny
it's
that
like
you said
that.
that because I was
That's a-
literally just thinking about that race.
That's a
couple days
fast
ago.
one. That is that was a really, yeah. I ran
I don't think
fast
I
one.
ever ran well there. It was just the fun afterwards. We
Mm.
would be there all day because they would have
Oh, okay.
they had
The beer after.
the beer that and
I can see
well,
Becky
Beer, the
double
party.
fisting pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I would pay to watch that.
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't pretty.
Realize Becky's like 90 pounds. So like it's not pictures. It's like one beer.
Thimbles.
That's like her
okay?
drinking a keg.
Becky can put them down. I heard about some stories about Becky in college doing 4-minute keg stands and shit.
Over the
Yeah.
top of the
I
steeplechase.
heard I was gonna say she jumped into a steeplechase once and the bottom thing was just full of beer and it was empty when she got out. Like,
That's right. Yes.
listen, there are
Oh, yeah.
3,481 things in your room that Becky Burke can kill you with, including the room itself, okay?
Oh,
Oh,
I hope you're
God.
still recording, Art, because Jimmy
I-
is on fire
I,
tonight.
I am. I don't know how I'm going to edit this
I
because
didn't
parts
sleep.
of
I
this.
only slept like 4 hours last night. And I was with first graders all week, and I am a fucking zombie right now.
Same
Oh
though.
my God.
Except not first graders, but no sleep.
Jeez.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy, safe travels to
Philly?
to
LA.
Philly and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good time at your
Thank you.
reunion and stuff.
I'm gonna do some running, and I think I'll probably be the only person not hungover
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Mm.
So.
Perfect.
There's a
Good thing
there's a
it's not
turkey
good
trot
thing.
in my town that I ran like 5 years ago, and I'm like, if I wake up
Oh.
and I'm not like, I might be out late, whatever, but like I won't be hungover. But I was like, I might just go register like day off and go run a 5K. And see if I
Yeah.
don't know if I can break
Yeah.
20 right now. I wonder what I could do. Like,
I bet
I
you.
could break 20 for 2
Until you
miles.
puke.
It's kind of hilly though. It is definitely hilly.
Make up time downhill.
I ran a 15-minute mile last week.
That shit's great.
Same.
Oh, Art, I've done that.
So I broke 20.
But you know, I gotta say, some of the best miles I've run lately were some of those miles at the mesh, like towards the end on that long dirt road.
Yeah,
I gotta go. I want to go back there and do some I might do a long run coming up soon.
Oh, I love running on those roads. I just did
Yeah.
a long run there a couple of weeks ago. That's
Mm.
great training. It's like those because it's like that. You have the
rolling
nice
and
ups
some
and
of them are
downs.
long sustained climbs. That's good shit.
Yeah, that's the
If you go
ultimate
up
boss.
Woodchopper, it's just over a mile up.
Yeah, look up Woodchopper, Jimmy.
Yeah, I remember you guys were telling me some of the names. I'm like, Jesus Christ, these are what basic bitches name this shit? Like,
there's a
chopper. I'm like, oh, what's this? Like hay baler?
There's a segment there too. So
oh right,
wood chopper.
Yeah. So all right, guys, everybody go to sleep.
Good night, kids.
All right. See you guys.
Good night.
See you later.
Take care.
Happy
Bye-bye.
Thanksgiving.
Yep, you too.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.